Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to Paul Lane Field at Silver Stadium. for tonight's matchup between Wilton Wolves and your Staples Wreckers. First, let's welcome our visitors, the Wilton Warriors, who are led by head coach E.J. D'Annunzio, and are 4-0 on the season with wins against Bethel, Trumbull, Cheshire, and Fairfield Ludlow. Now let's welcome your Staples Wreckers. The Wreckers are led by first-year head coach Matty Jackalef and are 4-0 on the season with wins over Glastonbury, Stanford, West Haven, and Darien. At this time, we ask that you stand and remove your hats for the singing of our national anthem, sung tonight by the Staples Orphanians. Thank you for joining us, and we look forward to a great game. Let's wish student athletes from both schools good luck. And we encourage all spectators at tonight's game to keep in mind that good sportsmanship is expected at all times. The FCF can name no names, no numbers.
Host for this evening, play-by-play announcer Max Spanky, joined alongside EK, Ethan Katzner. Today we have a top 15 in Connecticut football high school matchup. It's going to be a nice October evening, a little bit chilly in the 50s. Homecoming, we're the number 2 in the state, according to Max Prep's team in the state. Staples Wreckers will host the Wilton Warriors. EK, this is going to be one fought through the trenches. What are you looking forward to tonight?
I mean, we got some of the two of the best running backs in the state right now with Chaz Darmy and Dennis Dustin. Dennis Dustin's averaging a staggering 118 yards per game on the ground, and Chaz Darby not too bad himself with 85 on the ground. It's going to be a great game. Wilton actually does not pass the ball a lot. We're going to see who can win that front line, who can win that line of scrimmage on offense and defense, both sides of the ball.
This may be a classical Army-Navy game with a lot of running today.
I might look like that. I'm excited. I am pumped. We got a great crowd going. This could be one of the best crowds we see all season, not just in Staples, but also in the FCF. Homecoming, there's been a lot of spirit this week. with pep rally, we have pep rally, we have spirit week all week. The bench is going crazy right now. We're about to set off for kickoff.
And
We're about to set off for kickoff here, and this is gonna be a good one. Battle of the undefeateds, 4-0 Wilton, 4-0 Wreckers. This should be a good one.
EK, you're right. It's bumping in here. I haven't seen it like this in years.
I mean, this is exciting. First year head coach, Coach Matty, is leading. There were some questions going into the season, but he has just started off hot.
Talk about Coach Matty. Just the Wreckers coming off a big win last week against Darien, top 6 team in the state, but they beat them, Darien, 31-6. And Coach Matty named Giants Coach of the Week, earning the Staples football program $2,000. And an honor, quite an honor for Coach Matty in his first season.
That is a great honor. That is awesome to get recognized for your work, and they really put it down on Darien. Darien's supposed to be the better team in that situation. They went into Darien's house, and they crushed him.
So that game helped Staples' rankings quite a bit. Now they're number 2 in the state behind New Canaan, who they face later this season in early November. But tonight, they got their work cut out for them with the number 14 team in the state, the Wilton Warriors.
Yeah, and I don't think this is going to be as easy as people think. I think Wilton's very determined. They're also 4-0, so they don't know what losing feels like. So it's going to be a great one.
This should be the first real test for the Wilton Warriors. Let's see how they respond. Set to kick off, Mickey Ross was the hero 2 weeks ago here at Pauline Field. Wilton a little late to get in their set. Kick is up. Line drive, fielded by number 3 of Wilton. He's going to take it, not even touched. Flag is down, and he's stopped short. That's a good kick team play. Stopped at the 18-yard line.
I mean, that was not the start you're wanting for Wilton. They start on the 18, and it's likely to be a hold on or block in the back for them. I mean, this is not the start you want. And we get our first look at Charlie Calabrese. Let's see what he can do with the football.
You're right, Ethan. This is a horrible field position for the Wilton Warriors. Not how you want to start on the road on homecoming.
Inside their own 10. Wow. They're starting on their own 9-yard line.
So that must have been a holding or Baca in the black.
It's a little bit of a tongue twister. Not easy to say.
Starting from their own 9-yard line. Calabrese with, is that Dustin in the backfield?
Yep.
They run the triple option this evening. A lot of runs, a lot of pitch plays, a lot of run QB options. Takes the snap. Wreckers show blitz. Now he takes the snap. He looks for the pass. Wow, that's a surprise to start this game off, but he's going to run it himself, scramble out. And that's going to be a nice gain, 7-yard gain as Calabrese runs out of bounds on the left side of the field.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly did not see them starting out in a pass. He only completed 7 passes in the last game against Ludlow, and that was not on my bingo card, but it was a great way. Defense had it covered, and it was a great way to get some yards from Calabrese.
Calabrese definitely looked like he was looking downfield, nothing open. And with his good running skills, he's just going to take that, tuck it himself for, looks like they marked him only 5 yards on that one. Second down, second medium. Calabrese to snap, hands it off to Dustin, who gets a hole. One spin, it's going to be short of the first down. It's going to be 3rd and short.
And this is going to be the theme of the game. If they can if the first person on the ball can get that tackle, right? If Dustin ends up breaking a lot of tackles, it's going to be a long night for this Wreckers defense. But if they actually can hold the run, make them pass, I don't really see Wilton scoring a lot of points here.
It's definitely going to be a hard-fought game. Maybe low scoring. A lot of long time drives for both teams. But mainly for Wilton and their almost Navy-style offense. Wreckers have like 8 at the line of scrimmage. Hands it off, Calabrese. And he's going to get stuffed behind the line.
There is nothing there. Oh, what a play. Loss of 2 yards by Luke Bernier.
So the last play was they did get a first down, so now it's going to bring up 2nd and long.
And Luke Bernier with the tackle for loss there. He leads the team in tackles, 11 tackles per game, and he is the play caller, the leader of this defense, the junior. He has a lot of promise for next year, senior year.
2nd and 12. Calabrese with Dustin in the backfield. Takes the handoff. Going to do a little pitch pass, bubble screen. Spin move, but it's short. He's going to get stopped at the line.
And that is Curtis Jackson. He's not really known as, he doesn't have a lot of catches, doesn't have a lot of yards. Maybe this could be his breakout game. They're trying to get him involved early.
Now Wilton's going to have a tester, 3rd and long to start this game off. It's going to bring out a 3rd and 8 or 9.
And this crowd is not helping them either. This crowd is getting loud. Not just the students, but the fans, the parents who made it out here today.
We're also hearing some Jaws music. So Calabrese set to take the snap with Dustin in the backfield. Rolls out, looking for a pass. He has an open man, wide open man. He doesn't throw and he takes himself. Makes one man miss, but he's going to be short of the line to gain.
I don't know why he didn't throw that. He had the first down. He had him open. And maybe he's just not as comfortable throwing the ball right now. He's always looking to run, and I think that's some area he has to improve on.
I agree, EK. It looks like he wasn't really looking to pass at all there. He had Theo Satrazemis wide open, and really wasn't looking downfield. That was a designed pass play, and he just tucked himself. He's really going back to his strong suit of running the ball.
I would watch out on this punt return. Charlie Clark is explosive.
Returned the touchdown 2 weeks ago. Punt is up. It's low dribbler. Oh, and it hits a Wilton man. It's muffed. Excuse me, not muffed. Hits a Wilton man, and they're going to call it down where the ball hit the Wilton special teamers there.
I'm excited to see Nick Wow, see what he does against this Wilton defense. I mean, he's without his star wide receiver, Justin Hulkey, due to illness. And that also affects the defense, but more importantly, the offense. My question is, who will step up this game? Who do you think, Max?
Well, I'm interested to see how early will they get their run going in this one. 2 weeks ago against Wentstaven, it took almost a half to get Chaz Darby going, and Nick Wow was just off throwing 3 interceptions, 4 interceptions through 4 games. Interested to see if they go run first to start the game off or pass first. Got 3 receivers out to the left, 1 up top. First down at their own 43-yard line, decent field position. Wild takes the snap, fakes the handoff. Probably should have handed that one off. Looks like it was a run pass option, but Wild decides to keep it and actually loses a good amount of yards on that one. Looks like a loss of 9.
What a play by the Wilton defense. They brought the house on that one. And Wild probably should have handed it off, but now loses a bunch of yards here. This is not the start you wanted.
Brings up a 2nd and long. Slow start for the Wreckers.
I mean, I don't know. I think the Wilton's key to offense right here is just long time wasting drives.
See how the Wreckers respond to that. Got Chaz in the backfield. 2 receivers on each side. On their own 35-yard line. Looks to pass. Quick hitch route to Hunter. No, that's Connor Petrosino for a gain of 10.
Yeah, and the question was who's going to step up at wide receiver with Justin Hulkey out. It should be Charlie Clark, one of the senior leaders, or Jake. But you got 2 sophomores in CJ Healy and Connor Petrosino that are very good. And honestly, a little bit underrated. I think they have a huge game here.
I like the play call by the Wreckers staff to get Wild going quickly with a nice and easy hitch pass to Connor Petrosino. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 7 on their own 46-yard line. Right around midfield, right around the territory where you think about a 4th down play. Nick Wild rolls out to his right. Long pass downfield to number 15. There is a flag.
What a play, Charlie. And there is Charlie Clark. Just talked about in the play before. And this could be coming back, though.
Maybe a pick. Yeah, they're going to point to the Wreckers' side. That was a huge gain, about 25 yards, 25, 30 yards. Just a quick out route to Charlie Clark. This one looks like... No.
Oh, on the defense. holding on the defense. Wow. So the play stands. Charlie Clark with a huge reception. And by the way, great pass by Nick Wilder. There's pressure off the right side. He rolled out left and delivered that dot.
Yeah, Ethan, I was surprised when they were pointing to the Rutgers side. You rarely see an offensive penalty with that far of a throw. Maybe I was thinking maybe a receiver got in the defender's way, but no. Charlie Clark prevails for a 25-yard gain on 3rd and long.
And that was a huge play. Yeah, exactly. 3rd and long. Now they're set up prime position near the red zone and for an early score.
Rutgers take at this Wilton 26-yard line. Nick Wilder rolls out to the far side. Chucks one up. It's a little bit overthrown just through the hands of Connor Petrosino. I think that ball was over the outside of the end zone anyways, but
yeah, I think it was a little too high of a throw. It was a little bit of a crossbody. It was a tough play from Wild. I want to see the Rutgers start their run game. I think Wilton's blitzing a lot, but I think the run game will really kill Wilton.
Good point, Ethan. That was a problem for the Rutgers 2 weeks ago against West Haven. It took them a full half to get the run game going, and right now, Coach Matty's not thinking about the run game. He's going straight to the pass, and it looks like they're going to stay with that on 2nd and long. Darby in the backfield, 2 man on the left, 1 man on the right. And he hands the ball off. First touch for Chaz Darby. And he's going to be short of even the line of scrimmage. That's going to bring up a 3rd and long.
Man, oh man, the Wilton is bringing the pressure. They have blitzed maybe on every single play so far. I think some screen passes might be in order to beat this blitz. And let's see how this O-line really handles all that pressure. And Wild might have to start getting the ball out a little earlier with this pressure.
Now Connor Petrosino checks off the field for just 3rd and 11 at the Wilton 27-yard line.
It's a big play here. They're definitely within Mickey Ross or Mickey Boone's field goal range, but let's see if they can pay the first down.
2 man to the left. In motion goes Charlie Clark. Bobbles a snap. Wild goes to Charlie Clark, and that's an outright. Looks like it's complete, but that's going to be well short of the line of gain. That's going to bring up a 4th and medium. Let's see if Coach Matty decides to go for it here.
And this could really set the tone if they go for it and get it, although it does look like it's a good 6 yards away from the line of scrimmage.
I don't mind a field goal here with Mickey Ross.
I agree. It's almost a sure thing, and it's putting points on the board. But it looks like the offense is staying. Coach Matty is keeping his offense on the field.
4th and 6. No man on the right side of the field. Maybe they're trying to draw them off sides. 2 man on the left. Darby in the backfield.
Doesn't look like anyone from Wilton defense is buying.
Yeah, it just looks like they're going to try to draw Wilton off sides, and it doesn't work out. So Coach Matty's going to have to burn one of his timeouts, and the Wreckers are going to bring out Mickey Ross for a field goal attempt.
Man, oh man, a game against West Haven. He drilled that 35-yarder, and to give the Wreckers the win, and man, that was crazy. They rushed the field after that, man. That was epic.
That was a great kick. Mickey Ross will be kicking field goals for Division III Ithaca in the fall.
I'm definitely going to go out and support him. They call him Mickey Boom.
Mickey Boom. You hear it first here. So this is going to be like a 40-yarder. This is a long ball. Kick is up. It's blocked.
Wow.
They had 2 man through, and they got all of it.
Not just the pressure on defense, but pressure on special teams. Wow. And the Wilton bench is hype.
That was Nicholas Mercado on the block. Looks like he wasn't even touched to get in the Wreckers backfield. Got his full hand on that ball. It looks like there was also 2 men back there.
Wow. The crowd is shocked right now. And now Wilton gets the ball, not great field position on their own 20. Let's see if they can, wind this clock, maybe get some points on the board, like Staples try to do.
Wilton gets away with one there after a few good completions by the Wreckers offense.
Yeah, and no points after that great offensive drive, and it sucks, and the defense tried to win it back for them.
Now we have Calabrese and Dustin set to lead the Wilton offense. Calabrese rolls out. He's going to pitch it to Dustin. Dustin gets a few yards. Running with that wing option, kind of Navy football style.
think that was actually Preston Gray. I don't know where Dustin was on that. That was number 20, Preston Gray.
Preston Gray looks like he's their second option for tonight.
We're gonna see a lot of that speed option there.
They run the ball so much, Ethan, that you have to have multiple backs. So now Calabrese and Preston Gray in the backfield. One-man motions. 3 receivers out. He looks to pass. Quick screen pass. It's caught. First down. Just runs it up the sideline for a 10-yard gain.
And then that was just a simple pass, and it's an easy gain for the Wilton football team, and it's great play. And also, it's not a lot of passes downfield, but a lot of screen passes, a lot of speed option, a lot of runs, QB runs. It's going to be a lot of time wasting clock. We're already 8 minutes into this quarter and no score yet.
A rare pass from the Wilton Warriors, but this is going to be a brutal penalty. It looks like this is getting called back, maybe a holding, illegal motion, and that's going to set them back for a second and very long. Once they thought they were getting something going with a first down, they're restarting second and long.
Wow, and even early here, the penalties on the first 2 drives, penalties have killed Wilton so far. Let's hope they can clean that up.
Bring up a 2nd and 15 at Wilton's own 19-yard line. 14-yard line. Calabrese with Gray in the backfield. We still haven't seen Dustin, their starting running back, in this drive. 2 receivers out to the right, 1 to the left. Takes the snap. Fakes the handoff. Almost faked me out, but he's not faking the Rutgers defense out.
The Rutgers had that covered. There were maybe 6 guys around Calabrese there. That was no bueno. And now it's going to be a 3rd and long.
That looks like a loss of 1. It's going to bring up 3rd and 17, 18-ish.
And for a team that doesn't like to pass downfield, I mean, I don't really know how they get this one. I think they're going to have to look downfield. They're going to have to look the star wide receiver, Connor McAndrews, right here.
I would like to see a creative screen pass. But you're right, EK. I don't know if passing downfield is an option. Calabrese takes a snap. 2 men on each side. Looks deep. Oh, he chucks it up a little high.
Oh,
wow.
Oh, my goodness. I don't know if that was meant for him. That was Nicholas Mercado.
So Calabrese intended for 1 wide receiver, and it was way overthrown. And
fooled the defense. I mean, that could have been a easy completion, maybe even a pick, but went over both the defender and the wide receiver, and there's just
another Wilton wide receiver behind him, Nicholas Mercado, for the big first down on 2nd and 18.
A great sliding catch, and this just moves the chains. Wow, what a play.
First down now for the Wilton Warriors at their own 36. Hands it off to Gray, who accelerates, but not able to find the edge. He's going to get stopped, maybe a gain of 2 or 3.
Now, my question is, where is Dennis Dustin? I mean, he's your star wide receiver. He's averaging 120 yards per game. I don't know if maybe he's hurt. I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, we haven't seen Dustin at all this drive. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 7 at their own 39-yard line with 3 minutes to go in the quarter. Wow. It's gone by fast.
Yeah, and I think this is how Wilton wins this game, just milking away time, keep running it, keep screen pass.
Another screen pass to number 7 for Wilton, but he trips up. I don't even think he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage. But you bring up that point, Ethan, that every drive for Staples is going to be a big one because they're not going to have many opportunities with the way Wilton runs the football. They're just going to drain clock every drive. Seems like these are 5 to 7 minute drives from the Wilton Warriors.
And that just puts the emphasis on how big of a block kick that was the last drive. And I don't really think that's on Mickey Rasta. It's just on the blocking, the special teams right there. They got to get that fixed up.
Now another 3rd and long for the Wilton Warriors, 3rd and 8. Calabrese looks downfield once again. Now it's a quick slant route and an absolute big drop by number 5.
It was drops. Theo Strazanemis. That's a big drop. Now it's going to
Theo Satrazemis with the drop.
My fault. That's gonna force them to punt, and that would have moved the chains. He was open. He had yards.
He was wide open in a slant for days.
And Calabrese put it on him. Put it on the numbers. It was right in his hands. He dropped it. And that just goes back to the fundamentals.
That's going to be one the Warriors are going to want back. Now set the punt with Charlie Clark set to return. Rutgers are in there. I think he hits the punter. That should be a flag. Fair catch called by Charlie Clark at the 30.
It is a flag.
And that's brutal. I don't know how long that flag is in high school football, but Rutgers defender absolutely obliterated the punter, and that's going to get called every time.
Luke Bernier, man. He's the leader of the defense, and I thought he might have gotten a piece of the football, but he just
it was all kicker.
Yeah, it just ran right into the kicker.
Is that an automatic first down? That would be absolutely brutal.
I think that is. And penalties playing a huge part so far in our game.
We've had 3 big ones already. 2 minutes to go in the first quarter.
As they send the offense back out there for Wilton, let's see if they can recover. That wipes out the bad miscatch from Strazemis.
Yeah, that's going to be a 15-yarder. Now they're going to have the ball on the Rutgers side of the field. Calabrese with Gray in the backfield. Still no Dennis Dustin. Takes the snap. Design run. He's going to run it up the middle. It breaks the tackle, but there's a hold. We got multiple flags. He breaks that one loose for 25, but we have 2 flags on the play.
What a run, but I think that's coming back. I think that was an obvious hold, and maybe that was why the run was so good.
1 flag near the line of scrimmage, 1 in the secondary by 2 different refs. Interested to see. Wow. Called on the Rutgers.
Wow, so what a run by Calabrese there. 25 yards. He found a gap, and he just took it. He got the edge, and he was forced out of bounds.
That's going to add 5 or 10 more yards on top of the run. I'm curious to see what that call was. Rarely you see a big run gain and a flag called on the defense.
Wow, and now the Wilton are set up in prime position.
In the red zone on the Staples 16, Calabrese with Gray right behind him. 2 wide receivers on each side. Takes a snap, hands it off. Gray untouched for 8 yards before he gets mauled by the Rutgers defense. That's going to be a gain of 6 or 7.
And that's just what you look for on first down. You look for those gains of 6, gains of 7, and that just really sets up your offense for the next 2 downs to pick up that next first down. And all of a sudden, the Wilton offense has some momentum. The Staples Rutgers defense is reeling. Let's see if Wilton can punch it in.
Same formation. Calabrese with a second and medium. 2 wide receivers on each side. Rutgers show blitz. They're going to stack the box. But they can't get to Calabrese. That's going to be a touchdown.
Touchdown, Calabrese, and this shocks the home crowd of Staples Rutgers. He faked the pitch. He got in. He scampered in. What a play by Calabrese.
Ethan, you're right. The flags plaguing both teams to start this game off. Rutgers looked like they were going to get off the field. But a roughing the punter allows a Wilton Warriors touchdown. That's a quick start. That's a start you're going to want to have on the road on a homecoming night. 6-0 Wilton Warriors.
And now, Max, there's only a minute 16 left in the quarter. It's exactly the start Wilton wanted.
Long, drawn-out drives is going to be the name of the game for the Wilton Warriors. PAT attempt is up and good.
No block kicks here. And the fans of Staples Rutgers here are shocked. They were coming here for homecoming. They thought it was going to be an easy game. And Will comes in here, and they just drive right down the field. Calabrese leading the offense. Still no Dennis Dustin, though. It just confuses me a little, but, I mean, it works. So who am I to say?
The bleachers are completely filled. Most packed I've seen in a minute.
It's a great crowd.
And I can almost hear a pin drop in the crowd.
I mean, it is quiet. They don't really know what to think. Let's see if Nick Wild can put some offense, a good drive here together. I think they should get Chaz Darby in the game, but I think the big factor here will be Charlie Clark. He is I think he's now their wide receiver 1, and I think he's gonna have a breakout game here.
You have to establish the run early with Chaz Darby, who's averaging 5.5 yards per carry. They've struggled with that earlier in the season, and we've seen no Chaz. Maybe one carry to start this game off.
Let's see if the Rutgers can get a good punt return back to start the momentum up for them. They definitely got some explosive guys back there with Charlie Clark and Chaz Darby.
They both line up at the 8-yard line. Warriors set the kick. 1 minute to go in this first quarter. 7-0 Wilton Warriors. Couldn't draw up a better start for them. Low kick, line drive to Charlie Clark. Makes him backpedal. He fields it cleanly. Slow start. He's trying to reverse it around. Maybe makes one man miss. And that's going to start the Wreckers off with poor field position, starting off at their own 18-yard line.
That was great coverage. You know, you saw Charlie Clark return one for a touchdown against West Haven, and that was just, and they knew it coming. They knew it was coming. Wilton was, and they recovered it great, and now it's starting behind their own 20.
Now let's see what type of response Nick Weil and the Wreckers offense have. Let's see if they can get the crowd going.
I mean, I wouldn't mind just like a run to the right here, just to get Chaz going. Break him loose.
Nick Weil with Chaz Darby in the backfield. 2 wide receivers on the left. He goes straight to Chaz. What we asked for, we got. But that's only a 2-yard gain.
Wow. Wilton defense playing well so far.
I've noticed both defenses have had a lot of man in the box, a lot of defensive linemen stretching out the center of the field.
And
not a lot of guys in coverage.
And you know, Wilton defense, they're pressuring so much, they're blitzing. They're almost daring Nick Weil to throw the ball because they know Justin Hulk, he's out with an illness, and they know Chaz Darby is their powerhouse. And this is just interesting tactics from the Wilton side.
I count 8 guys in the box. They're really stacking the center of the field.
And it's every play.
Nick Weil now with Chaz in the backfield. Gives it back to him. And that's another good stop by the Wilton Warriors. Maybe a gain of 1 or 2.
What a fundamental tackle right there. I mean, Chaz Darby's known for breaking off defenders, almost a Derrick Henry type, just shoving them off them. But he gets stuffed right there. What a great play from the middle linebacker right there. I think that was Nicholas Mercado.
Chaz had some daylight, had some room to run, but Mercado was right on that.
And that's the quarter. Wow. That was a quick quarter.
1 quarter done, 1 opportunity for the Staples Wreckers, and they came up empty. And it's 7-0. Great start from the Wilton Warriors coming into a Staples Wreckers homecoming.
I mean, a little surprising score lines that we got so far. The Staples, I think, just has to pump up the momentum. I think they're a little too quiet. The bench is a little too quiet. They're known for being loud. They're too quiet. They need more pep in their step, as some would say.
All that liveliness pregame we felt, EK, it's just disappeared from this Wreckers sideline.
I think
even some of the players looked distraught.
Yeah, I think it's just that Calabrese touchdown really just sucked the air out of the stadium. I think a big play here. I think if they convert this big 3rd down, that would put some juice into these fans.
I also think it was the blocked field goal. I mean, you have your hero out there, Mickey Ross, and it just shows he's imperfect.
Yeah.
Blocked field goal.
I mean, everyone's human. Everyone's human.
Now the Wreckers have a 3rd and medium in their own territory at their own 24-yard line to start the 2nd quarter. 7-0 Wilton Warriors. 3 receivers bunched to the left, 1 to the right. Chaz in the backfield. Late substitution by the Wilton defense. Now they have 5 men in the secondary expecting a pass.
Under 10 seconds on the play clock.
7. Weil is coming up to the line with minimal time, but looks downfield for the pass. Chaz is open, and now he has to run. He has to run. No one's open. He almost forces one into Charlie Clark.
Oh, what a hit! What a hit! I thought that was going to be a complete catch, but Alan Oster came over and laid the boom!
Looks like Charlie Clark had that for a glimpse second, but as EK said, laid the boom on that one. Incomplete. The Wreckers are going to have to punt it.
And that just pumped up the Wilton bench even more. Wow.
Not the response the Wreckers are looking for. Mickey Ross trots back on the field. See if he can get his redemption with a nice punt here. 2 returners for the Wilton Warriors.
I mean, that was great scrambling from Nick. Nothing really there. The defense forced him out of the pocket, and that was a great throw. He just, great defensive play.
Nothing was really open there. Almost like Nick forced them. Surprised Charlie was able to get his hands on it. Wilton Warriors almost get to the kicker. High-flying punt. It's number 7 for Wilton's going to field it with some room. Return of 15 yards. A decent return. They're going to start off in Wrecker side of the field.
And they got all the momentum right now. Wreckers really need to stop right here. Really need a momentum-changing play. I mean, Wilton has all the momentum. And Calabrese will look out to go back out there and do what he did on the last drive. And I'm looking in the huddle right now, and I still don't see any Dennis Dustin. Still see Preston Gray, who, by the way, hasn't been bad for him.
Preston Gray getting some nice gains to start this game off. See if the Warriors can extend their offense to some passing. Now a bunch look here on first down in Rutgers territory. Gray, quick dump off. Quick dump off to Gray. And that's going to be a nice first down, 15-yard gain.
He got some yards on that, and that's just all they're going to do. If that's there all day, it's going to be a long day for the Staples defense.
Looks like this is going to be the story of all night. It's going to be a hard-fought running, some option plays, and some quick screen passes to the running backs, to behind the line of scrimmage wide receivers.
Yeah, I mean, I think the moment Staples forces Calabrese to really throw the ball downfield, the moment they're going to start gaining momentum.
Calabrese with Gray in the backfield. Looks to pass once again. Another little in route to number 7. That's a completion. Another great gain. 15-yard gain. They just keep on moving the chains.
I mean, 2 plays and all of a sudden they're in the red zone. I mean, I don't know what is happening right now. The defense is reeling. I just said they should force him to throw downfield, and then he just took my words and shoved it right back in my mouth.
Well, that's what happens when the Wreckers start off with poor field position and they don't even get a first down.
Yeah.
Wilton Warriors were set up in great field position in record territory, and 2 first downs were already in the red zone.
And a score here, 2-possession game, that would be huge.
That would be ugly start. 2 men on each side. Calabrese has a design run, but he's stopped.
It's covered up.
Looks like that's Ben Barger, tackle for loss. He's going to lose 5 on that play.
Yeah, and he's a big body senior leader of this defense, and that's a great play. And they got to stuff the run. They got to stuff those pitches. They got to stuff those QB runs, and that's what they got to do.
I think they also have to look for the pass. If Wilton is successful in the pass game, there's no stopping this offense.
That could be bad.
And the secondary for the Wreckers has struggled this season. Calabrese looks for another pass and kind of sneaks it in there to number 5. That's Stratzzemis.
Stratzzemis. I don't think I could get that name right if I did it 10 times. I mean, and he just had to drop on the last possession, and you have the memory of a goldfish. You're just forgetting everything that just happened. And that was a great pass from Calabrese. And you said it before, if Wilton can start throwing the ball downfield and have success and move the ball with ease, it's going to be a long day for the Staples defense if they can stop the run, the pass, or the short game.
Despite the completion, that's going to bring up a 3rd down, 3rd and 6. Calabrese looks to pass. Wide open receiver, number 7. And he's going to be brought up short. That's going to set up the Wilton Warriors for 1st and goal. 2 or 3 yards to go.
Wow, there's the chance to punch this in for a 2-score, 14-0 game.
This would be a stunner to start the game off. 1st and goal at the Wreckers' own 3-yard line.
And by the way, Wilton's doing all of this without their star Dennis Dustin.
Still Preston Gray out there. Now Calabrese with Preston Gray behind him in an I formation. Hands it straight to him. Touchdown, Wilton Warriors.
That was too easy.
Great start for the Wilton Warriors. 13-0 on the road. Number 2 against the number 2 team in the state, Staples Wreckers.
And they're not looking like it right now. They look distraught. They look confused. And I don't really know. The offense not working, defense not working, special teams isn't working. Nothing's working for Staples right now.
Looking over at this Wrecker bleachers, absolutely quiet.
And I mean, it was jam-packed. I don't hear a word right now from them.
Extra point is good. 14-0 Wilton Warriors. What a start.
And by the way, they got some fans of themselves. It's a little hard to see. There's no lights over there, but they got some pink out. They got some fans of themselves, and they are happy to say the least right now.
Let's see how Coach Matty and these Wreckers respond in this next drive. Slow start for the offense. Maybe 1 first down. Last drive was a quick 3 and out.
And I keep saying this. I feel like I keep repeating myself, but they just need one big play. I think one big play will really turn this game around.
I think the answer is Chaz Darby. He hasn't been able to get anything going. Maybe 2 or 3 yards on the game.
I mean, this is a huge drive here. If they stall 3 and out, you know, don't cross midfield. This could get ugly quick.
And I'd like to see a good starting kick return. Last drive was plagued by their poor kick returns and poor starting field position at their own 18-yard line. Let's see if they can get past the 25 to get a good start to this drive.
And you know, Wilton's kicker has been doing those wobbly low kicks. It's a little hard to field. Maybe that's why their kick returns are so bad.
Mason Behar is going to kick. Is up, and we get another line drive. And Charlie Clark is just going to let this one go. Probably just smart play after a blown-up kick return on the last one.
That definitely is a smart play. He was backpedaling, had to let that go. And we really need something from Nick Weil in this offense, something to pump up the records, not just the fans, not just the stadium, but themselves. To put some belief in themselves.
So, EK, going back to what we were on about earlier, great start for the Wilton Warriors, 14-0. The Wreckers have been here in a position at home before 2 weeks ago against West Haven. They had two-score deficits and came back from that one.
I mean, we definitely know they're capable. I mean, you have Nick Weil at the helm. You got Coach Matty coaching him. Nothing's out of reach, really. We just have to see a response, and we have to see one quick.
So the Wreckers are going to start at their own 20. Weil with Darby in the backfield. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Takes a snap, looks immediately downfield. Quick slant through the hands of Petrosino. Looks like that one was a little over his head, but still went through both hands of Petrosino. That was a quick slant route.
I think they could have been better on both parts of the ball right there. It could have been better from Petrosino. It could have been better from Weil, and that's what they needed. They needed that jump start. They needed to get the drive going, and that would have been a first down. But now you're looking at 2nd and 10, and drives the stalling a little bit.
I like the play call, a quick slant to get the offense going. However, went through the hands of Petrosino. Now Weil set to get the snap again. Hands it straight off to Darby, who finds a hole. That was a wide open opportunity for Darby, but Wilton linebackers able to get to him. Going to bring up another 3rd and medium.
The linebackers are flying around right now. I thought Chaz could have maybe gone a 30-yarder right there, but the whole filled up so quickly with those linebackers, and I think Mercado is having a great game. He is handling Chaz Darby with ease right now.
Linebackers were able to swarm to him. Huge 3rd and medium for the Wreckers.
Can't go 3 and out.
Can't have 2 back-to-back 3 and outs. Give the ball back to the Wilton Warriors, up 2 scores. Huge play for the Wreckers. Wow, looks downfield. Another slant route, and that's broken up. Great coverage all over the Wreckers.
I mean, that was never there. The play was never there. I think there was a higher chance of an interception right there than a completion. The Wilton brought the pressure. Nick felt it, had to get it off, but no one was open. Just great man coverage across the board. And now another punt from Staples Wreckers offense.
That was number 4 on Wilton, getting in there for the breakup. Targeted receiver was Connor Petrosino. And that was an in and out all over. The Wilton Warriors were on that. Mickey Ross punting it once again. Wilton Warriors almost get to it. That's going to be a short punt, dropping well before the returners. And this one's just going to roll out.
Takes a good Wreckers roll there to get to the Wilton 26. I mean, one of these times, Wilton's going to block that kick. They've come close twice. And the way things are going, Staples going to be punting a lot. I think a punt's going to be blocked.
To bring some life back to the Wreckers, I think they need a takeaway here.
Definitely. I think a takeaway, a sack. They need something right now. Anything to get the gears going.
Reiterating, it is 14-0. Wilton on the Wreckers' homecoming, a sold-out crowd.
I mean, this is great. They got the band's silent, the fans are silent. Only noise you hear is from the Wilton side, the bench and the fans.
The band doesn't even have a response to this one. 7:29 to go in the second quarter. Calabrese, he's going to pitch it out. Good pitch out to Preston Gray, who's going to get a decent gain before getting almost collared tackle.
Luke Bernier with another tackle. 11 tackles a game. He is the leader of this defense, and they really need something right now. They need something to go their way. I mean, that pitch just looks so effective. When you think you have it covered, he's just going to dump it off to running back Gray, and it's just another 4-yard gain.
It's going to bring up a 2nd and 5. Calabrese and Gray in the backfield.
Still no Dustin.
A bunched look. Now motioning receiver, number 5, out wide. He's going to roll out towards him, Calabrese. No man open. And he's just going to throw it away. Nothing was open.
Great heads-up play right there from Calabrese. Live to see another day. Nothing was open. Could have easily forced one, maybe. And that's a great heads-up play. You know you're up. You don't need a big play right now. Way to throw it away.
That was Satras Zemis in motion and the target receiver. But that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Huge chance for the Wreckers to get off the field quickly here and get the ball back down 2 scores.
I mean, defense. If Willow gets the first down here, Staples. You can see the Staples defense start to tire. This is a big play right here. Big 3rd down.
Staples trying to make some noise, but no response from the crowd. Let's see what Calabrese has. Looks downfield and throws a little miscommunication. There's 2 receivers in the area, but the ball finds some green grass, and that's going to bring up 4th down. Warriors are going to have to punt, and Staples are going to have a chance down 2 scores.
Yeah, Nicholas Mercado, there's their best linebacker and a good wide receiver is hobbling off the field right now. I mean, the idea was there. They had a couple chances to get that pass off, but I don't know, just the miscommunication. That's the chemistry right there.
That almost looks like a non-contact injury. He was in the area of the ball, which was in between 2 receivers. Now the Warriors are going to set the punt with Charlie Clark, the returner. Low punt, low dribbler. It's going to find grass. A good bounce for the Wilton Warriors. That's going to maybe an early touch by the Warriors. However, that's going to bring up a Staples drive starting at their own 21-yard line.
I mean, that was just a great point, and I feel like it's the little things that Wilton's doing so great right now. They're just not even giving Charlie Clark a chance to return one right now.
It seems like everything is going with their way, with the way the balls are bouncing, completion flags.
I mean, we said this drive. I'm going to say this drive. I said last drive instead of the drive before. This is just another big drive. Every one of these drives are big when you know the other team's offense is doing so well.
Great job by the Rutgers defense to quickly get off the field and force a 3-and-out to give their seniors Nick Weil and Chaz Darby another chance. Down 14 on homecoming. Nick Weil fakes the handoff to Chaz, and that's straight to a Wilton defender. Intercepted. It just wasn't there. The receiver wasn't open. I don't know what Nick Weil was seeing on that one. That is not what the Rutgers needed.
I don't know. Maybe Nick had a predetermined in his mind. I'm going to go to this guy, and it was covered. It was. I don't know. It wasn't really a contest for the ball. It just went straight to the defender. And that was something we said earlier pre-game that he just got to watch. He has 4 interceptions in 4 games, now 5 interceptions in 5 games. You got to watch those. He's a great player, great athleticism. Just got to watch the turnovers. And now Wilton set up great on the Rutgers 20.
I think that was it, EK. He had it set in his mind. It was a fake the handoff to Chaz and went straight to the hit route of Connor Petrosino. And that was right to a Wilton defender. Now Calabrese rolls out, looks downfield in the red zone, looks to pass, had his man, flag on the play.
Flag's flying.
Now we have another limping Wilton receiver. 2 flags on the play.
Refs are definitely busy today. Flag's playing a huge role in this game so far.
6 minutes ago in the first half. Flag against Wilton. That looks like going to bring them back.
I don't know. Nothing was really there. Nothing was really there for Calabrese. The wide receiver got the fingertip on it, but couldn't really pull it in. Would have needed a miracle of a catch to bring that in. First and 15 now behind the sticks.
Might have been a false start because that was only a 5-yard penalty, but first and 15 at the Rutgers 25. Quick screen pass to their running back, Preston Gray, who makes a man miss down the sideline. Little juke action, and he's going to be stopped at the 1-yard line.
Is this Dennis Dustin we're seeing, or is this Preston Gray? I mean, who is this guy? This guy is, the report said Dennis Dustin. It said nothing about Preston Gray, and all of a sudden he's having a breakout game. I mean, that just takes away, maybe the Rutgers defense starting to get some momentum, get the penalty, Willis by the sticks, and now all of a sudden they're on the 3.
A touchdown here would be absolutely brutal for the Wreckers. Wilton Warriors first and goal at the Wreckers 3-yard line. Hands it off to Gray.
He's in. Wow. Oh my.
And just like that, it's 20-0. It's a 3-score game.
This, I don't know, I'm speechless. You know, the reports before were saying, you know, it's going to be a tough game for Wilton. Haven't had many tests this far on the season.
We got this guy, Dennis Dustin, who's supposedly, him and Calabrese, supposed to run through defenses. And down goes Dennis Dustin in the first drive as the PAT is good. That's going to be 21-0. But Dennis Dustin goes down in the first drive, and we get a replacement, Preston Gray, and looks like it hasn't rattled the Wilton offense at all.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know who Dennis Dustin was really supposed to be, but Preston Gray is looking the part. I mean, he is playing well. He's doing everything he can, I mean, I don't really know where the Wreckers go from here. I mean,
down 21 at home in their homecoming, ranked number 2 in the state. Got the Warriors, the underdogs, ranked number 14, and the Wreckers are stunned. I think the fans are stunned as well.
Yeah, and I mean, some even starting to leave a little bit, although they're still jam packed. But I mean, this is unbelievable. They need something right now. Anything.
Couldn't be worse for the Wreckers. Now let's see if they get some quick passes going, because now you have to think clock is not in your favor. I know it's only in the first half. Fans and listeners, Ethan, might be crazy to think about clock at this point, but you're down 21 and the Warriors just run the ball the whole game. So maybe we get some quick passes going. Easy passes for Wild to respond from that interception. Now kickoff over the head of Charlie Clark, and the Wreckers are going to start from their own 20-yard line.
They need something. They need something new. Maybe, I don't know if it's just a big shot. They need a big run. I don't know what it is, but they need something right now to pump them. Band's trying to pump them up, but I mean, I don't know. Everyone is stunned. Supposedly the number 2 team in the state, and all of a sudden they're down 21-0 at home.
It's just dead over here on this Wrecker sideline. I haven't seen it like this. Just quiet. Players look slow. Here we have Weil in his response with Chaz Darby in the backfield. Looks to pass, quick pass. Darby kind of gets in his way, but then he runs himself, makes a few-man miss. That's going to be a nice gain of 9. Good way to start off this drive.
And Wow just made something out of nothing. I feel like it easily could have been a loss right there, but he just looks to run, and he's sneaky athletic, I'll tell you. Most people think of him as that big shot play, that rolling out of the pocket, but man, when he tucks it, he can make some people miss.
It almost looked like Chaz Darby got in his way and throwing for that play, but Nick Wild tucks it and runs it himself for a Wreckers first down, probably only their 3rd on the game. Now a quick handoff to Darby. Nothing for Darby.
Nothing at all. I mean, Wilton came in this game. They said they want to stop the run, and they are doing exactly that. This defense is flying to the ball right now.
It's happening just as they drawn up. Absolutely no gains for a runner who runs 5.5 yards per carry. And maybe he has 5 yards total on the game. So this will bring up a 2nd and 9 for the Wreckers at their own 31-yard line with 5 minutes to go in the first half. Wow, with Darby in the backfield. Fakes the handoff. Looks downfield. More pressure again. That pocket collapsed very quickly. And he runs it for about 4 yards.
That was a great play there. That, again, could have been a stop at the line of scrimmage, but got positive yards with that. Now they need this absolutely need this conversion. Huge 3rd down. And, you know, I just think back to maybe Hulky, you know, the absence of Hulky is really playing a huge part in this offense.
I think almost from here on out, especially in this territory, especially with less than 40 yards, you got to be thinking 4th down.
Definitely, especially if they pick up yards here. Like if it's a 4th and short, definitely got to be considering it.
That's why I don't mind a Chaz Darby run here. Get some yards, make it a more 4th and manageable. But Weil looks downfield, quick pass to Charlie Clark. That was almost underthrown. They're gonna call it complete. Great first down, about 10, 12 yards on that one.
I mean, I would like to see some hurry up from the Wreckers offense here. You know, just moving the tempo, trying to get some momentum back for what it's worth.
I would like to see that too. And now the Wreckers are at the 50-yard line. getting some momentum. We're getting the band going again.
I mean, I don't know. Touchdown here, you go in the and you get a stop. You know, all of a sudden it's not looking so bad. They just need some positive stuff here.
3 receivers out to the left, 1 to the right. Wow, looks downfield. Another force to Connor Petrosino. I don't know what he's seeing with Connor Petrosino and his routes, but those are absolutely covered up.
I mean, I think the man that's just following Connor Petrosino is just winning the matchup easily right here. And Weil just not finding any. And Petrosino's not getting any space. Weil can't really do much, but I think Weil has to start looking some other places, kind of looking, maybe even forcing it back to Charlie Clark because he seems to be the only receiver right now for them.
That's going to bring up a 2nd and long. Rutgers down 21 at their 2025 homecoming. 3 minutes to go in the first half. Weil in a I formation with Darby behind them. 2 receivers out to the left, 1 to the right. Straight handoff to Darby. Darby gets a nice hole, and that's going to be first down.
There we go. And if they can start, now the offensive chains are moving. And now they're getting some momentum. And now Chaz Darby is getting some holes. And, I mean, if he could just continue this, this is huge. They need a big touchdown to end this half.
Darby's starting to find out his role in this game. Starting to establish himself as a lethal runner he is. 5.5 yards per carry coming into this game, and that's his first big run of 11. It's going to bring up a first down in Wilton territory at their 39. We already get a flag. That's going to be a false start, I believe.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Infraction. Just makes it easier for Staples.
It's going to bring up a 1st and 5. At the Wilton 34-yard line. Rutgers finally starting to get some momentum on offense. In an I formation with 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Weil hands it back to Darby up the middle, and he gets rocked.
Man, oh man, nothing there. I mean, I was starting to think, you know, maybe Chaz has started to warm up. Maybe they're starting to, obviously, line create some holes for him to run through, but, I mean, nothing there again.
Last few runs, he had some holes, but this one, that was absolutely blown up. Brick wall of a defensive line by the Wilton Warriors.
And right now, defensive line is winning. And we said in the beginning, whoever's going to win in the trenches. And right now, the defensive line of Wilton is crushing the offensive line of Staples right now.
2 receivers on each side for Staples with Darby in the backfield. Weil sets a man in motion. That's Charlie Clark. He's going deep. Weil looks for him, but that's batted down by Wilton defensive lineman. They sent 5. Incomplete. That's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I mean, that was a great, and that would have been a first down. That would have been an easy completion to Charlie Clark for the first down. And now all of a sudden it's 3rd and 5. But I think this is definitely 4th down territory.
I agree, Ethan. Especially with that blocked field goal against Mickey Ross.
Big play here. Just try to get some yards.
3rd and 5, 3rd and 6. I don't mind a Chaz Darby run to make the 4th down more manageable. 2 receivers on each side for Weil. Sets Darby in motion out to the left now. He's going to take himself. Wide open hole.
Love the play call.
First down, Weil. He's still going out of bounds.
What a play.
Within the red zone.
Well, that was a huge play there, and now they're in the red zone within the 20.
Now the fans are starting to get going.
I mean, there now is some hype, some pep, some cheer. And that was a great run, just weaving through the defense, bouncing it outside. And I love that play call from Coach Matty right there.
That's going to stop the clock with 1:34 to go in the first half. First down for the Wreckers at the Wilton 21-yard line. Weil with Darby in the backfield and 2 men on each side. Wilton shows blitz, and they do come. They get in there, but Weil gets the throw off and batted down by number 8 of Wilton.
2nd batted pass in the last 3 plays. I mean, I don't know that's just the pressure getting to Weil. And
yeah.
I think he's just got to look at who's going to step up in the red zone, right? Because Hulky used to be the guy. Now, and Chaz, nothing's really working with him. Who's going to step up?
Wilton defenders were able to penetrate through the offensive line and get in there. Another batted ball. 2nd on this drive. 2nd and 10 now for the Wreckers with 2 men to the left. Darby in the backfield. Weil takes a snap, fakes the handoff. He's going to roll out because Wilton gets to him again. But now, this time, he gets some yardage. It's going to bring up a third and medium.
I mean, he looked for his primary receiver right there. And just, it was covered. Nothing was open. Jake McGeehan, he has got nothing so far. The only really receiver that's been able to do some stuff is Charlie Clark right here. And I think you have to look for him. And I think this is also, once again, 4th down territory.
I think that one was all the pressure from the Wilton defense. They were able to get to him. And Wilton and Weil had to escape the pocket. Weil now hands it off to Darby, which had a hole. And the Wilton Warriors close that one up quickly, bring up a 4th and 4.
I think you have to go for it. I think you have to. It was taking under now around a minute, a little under.
To go in the first half.
Yeah. I mean, I think you have to go for it. It's going to be like a 4th and 4. I don't know what the play call here is, though. I don't know. Nothing's really been working that well.
At the Wilton 15-yard line.
Big play here. They need some points before half.
I know it's only in the first half, but this almost seems like it's a do-or-die play for the Wreckers. 2 men to the left, 1 man to the right. Wreckers down 3 scores, 21-0 on their own homecoming. Timeout, and maybe they try to draw him off sides again. I'm actually not opposed to bringing Mickey Ross out in this situation.
Really?
4th and 4, I think you don't get points here. It's going to be a hard climb to get out of this hole.
Now something to look for. Now it's under 30 seconds, so there's really nothing left for the Wilton offense if the drive ends after this play. I think they're going to keep the offense on the field, though. It looks like Wild.
Yeah, it looks like they're keeping him on.
I mean, Max, if you're the OC, if you're Coach Matty here, what do you do? Who are you going to?
What do you do? I think you go to a quick slant route, a quick hitch route, something easy for Wild to get him going. Nothing forced, though. He had a few forced balls to number 2, Petrosino.
I agree. I think just if nothing's there, just scramble, because I think the only thing that Staples has gone offensively is either Charlie Clark or just a Nick Wild run.
The Wreckers also have to look for pressure. The Wilton has been sending their guys for the past few plays.
Basically every play. They got so many men in the box. Try to stop the run and blitz. And I think you need the offensive line to hold up here, give Nick Wild some time to run through his progressions.
I would expect pressure here. Wilton show about 5 or 6 coming after them. Weil takes a snap, fakes the handoff, and the pressure is coming. Weil has to chuck it up to receiver, and it's batted down.
Great defense there. Some people try to go for the hero play, get the pick. There's not worth it, just bat it down. And this is not looking good for the Wreckers. I think Will is just going to sit on this, just taking the 21-0 lead into halftime. Wow.
19 seconds left in the half. Couldn't be worse for the Wreckers. I'm going to keep it straight.
I mean, this is the dream start for Wilton. And, you know, some fans are definitely going to leave at halftime. They're not going to want to see this, and it's not looking good.
I'm going to be honest, Ethan. This hasn't been the most impressive start for Wilton. It was just a few quick plays, an interception here, a penalty on the punt there, and the Wreckers are down 21-0.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a matter of everything that could have gone bad for the Wreckers did.
And the Wilton Warriors take a knee to bring us to half. Wreckers at their own homecoming 2025 are down 21 points, 3 scores. Let's see if the Wreckers have a response in the second half.
Fans, let's hear it for the Staples cheerleaders. All right, fans, now we have the parade of captains. Starting with our fall sports. Boys cross country. Oliver Samuel and Harrison Seymour. Next up is girls cross country. Sarah Bogdan and Grayson Peters. For field hockey, Ella Ledenko, Mary Stevens, and Catherine Sarasolo. Your football captains are Nick Lyle, Justin Halke, Harry Fiala, and Dan Esser. For boys golf, Philip Sullivan, Gus Palmer, and Chris Taylor. Your boys soccer captains are Dylan Shackelford, Gabe Duke, Drew Hill, and Gabe Hellman. For girls soccer, Taylor Lenny, Riley Goins, Evelyn Borey, Maddie Johnson, and Sadie Katzner. The girls swimming and diving captains are Carly Waldman, Claire Harris, Bella Larson, and Sarah Arango. For girls volleyball, Natalie Sipsma, Brooke Shaughnessy, Penelope Eisenberger. For boys water polo, Braden Namias, Remy and Remy Gordon. For unified soccer, Jace Darby and Janani Periaparuma. Your cheerleading captains are Kate Berkeley, Malika Lynn, Sophia Gomez, and Lila Greifenberger. Now for winter sports, starting with boys basketball. Sam Clacko, Mason Tobias, Dylan Logan, and Jared Sale. For girls basketball, Marley Belzer, Sadie Katzner, Freya Harvey, Emma Azio, and Chloe Smith. For cheerleading, Kate Berkeley, Malika Glynn, Sophia Gomez, and Lila Greifenberger. For fencing, Eric Wilson and Finn Martins. For gymnastics, Sarah Arango and Mia Cochran. For boys ice hockey, Shane Power. For girls ice hockey, Sophie Grins. Boys indoor track, Cole Cummings, Karsten Langone, Ray McGinnis, Owen Perry, Oliver Samuel, and Harrison Seedor. For girls indoor track, Taylor Black, Sarah Bogdan, Mary Stevens, Joy Altman, Grayson Peters, and Ellie Ferraro. For boys skiing, Chase Canine, Ryan Connolly, Charlie Feldman, and Ian Frankel. For girls skiing, Piper Grove, Abby Kane, Ella Manchester, and Alexis Robinson. For boys squash, Henry Block and Aiden Hill. For girls squash, Olivia Cole and Rebecca Shanter. For boys swimming and diving, Ezra Schwartz and Nolan Francis. For wrestling, Seamus Brannigan, Gavin Donaldson, Damian Rousseau, and Kai Schwartz. And for unified basketball, Jace Darby and Janani Periaproma. Now for spring sports, starting with baseball. Vincent Vega, Connor Brill, Mason Tobias, Mark Kelly, and Jules Cicero. For girls golf, Caitlin Mitchell, Riley Scalar, and Eliza Wadley. For boys lacrosse, Charlie Clark, Justin Halkey, Eric Skolnick, and Bear Swearingen. For girls lacrosse, Logan Watkins, Evie Mori, Scarlett Chunka, and Sadie Lowe. For sailing, Zach Gilman, Claire Harris, and Olivia Schwartz. For boys outdoor track, Ray McGinnis, Danny McHugh, Owen Perry, Oliver Samuel, and Rajan Sagar. For girls outdoor track, Taylor Black, Sarah Bogdan, Mary Stevens, Ellie Ferraro, and Jory Altman. For boys rugby, Finbar Mulcahy, Torrin Cosgrove, and Hudson Torres. For girls rugby, Isabella Kirkle and Mia Chatterjee. For softball, Olivia Schwartz, Cora Barrett, and Stella DiGeronimo. For boys tennis, Robert Jacob and Aleko Vergakis. For girls tennis, Isabel Alfami, Rachel Guzman, and Devin Pepper. For boys volleyball, Jax Rosenberg, Will Sternberg and Gail Sobrino. For girls water polo, Virginia Ferrari and Olivia Corriga. And finally for unified track, Jace Darby and Janani Periapaluna. Fans, let's hear one more big round of applause for the 2025-2026 Staples Captains.
I don't think so. All right, I'm going to tell him to put us back on, okay? Welcome back to WWPT 90.3 FM. And it's been a shocker so far. The Wreckers are down 21-0, and it's happened quickly. The Wilton Warriors have just been holding the ball, long, drawn-out drives, and a few flags there, a roughing the kicker, roughing the punter for the Wreckers, extending a Wilton drive, a few drop passes, a few 3-and-outs, and an interception in their own area. Has created this 21-0 scenario, almost insurmountable. Ethan, what can we expect from the Wilton side to start this game off, start the second half off?
I mean, they got all the confidence in the world. I mean, the first quarter they were started off firing. Everything went right for them.
And a decent return for the Wreckers. Let's see their response here, starting off at their own 24-yard line.
Let's hope the Wreckers have some pep in their step coming out of the halftime speech. Let's hope Coach Matty delivered a great one.
So we got a talk from a friend of the program, let's say, and he mentioned that number 3 on the Wilton side has been absolutely destroying the offensive line, and they've been blitzing 7 guys with Wreckers. They only have 5 guys to block. Last year, our friend of the program said that the Wreckers, this is a similar to scenario when they only scored 0 points to Greenwich in the playoffs after beating Greenwich early in the season. Let's see if the Wreckers have a response. Maybe they send Chaz Darby to block some of these Wilton pass rushers. Now Nick Weil in the back with Chaz Darby in the backfield looks downfield for a pass, and that's errant. Not even close to his intended receiver, McGeehan.
Just wasn't there. And like you said, this happened last year against Greenwich when they got shut out 20-0. It was a little embarrassing from the Staples side, and I think Nick has seen this, and I think he will come back from this, and I think it will be a close game. That's my prediction. But it starts with him delivering the ball to the chest, in between the numbers, delivering it good, and not just like predetermining where he's going to throw it. Because as we saw in the first half, that led to a pick, which led to a touchdown.
There's been 3 or 4 forced passes to number 2 Connor Petrosino. And the number 3 we speak of is Alan Osta for Wilton Warriors, who has been disrupting this Wrecker offense. And Nick Weil takes a stat with no runners in the backfield, looks downfield, slips, makes a few man miss, but that's a sack.
That just wasn't good from Weil. There's some extra stuff.
Extracurricular.
Ref just threw a flag. Might be going against Wilton.
What did you see on that extra stuff from Wilton's side, Ethan?
I mean, he's just talking his stuff. I mean, I think he has some right to do so. They've been beating him up. It was only a 3-man rush, and they still got home. And again, that was Alan Ostra, number 3. But you can't. It gets to a point where you just can't talk all that stuff. Yeah, and you gotta let your play do the talking.
So it was a little more of a taunting there from the Wilton Warriors.
I think so.
And that continues to drive. Wreckers needed that like they needed air to breathe. And that continues to drive. First down at their own 35-yard line. Down 3 scores. You got to think they need a score on this drive. Nick Weil rolls out to the right. Has some time. 54 gets in there. That's going to come back no matter what happens. Holding on Wreckers. And penalties have plagued the Wreckers thus far. A big penalty early in the game. A roughing the punter.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. The roughing the punter was a big one. And Nick Weil did a great job escaping the pocket. It's just, unfortunately, it's coming back for a holding. You just got to let your man go if he beats you.
So one big flag by the Warriors, one big flag from the Wreckers. And the Wreckers would be set up with a 1st and 20 at their own 25-yard line. And we've seen the Wilton Warrior defense drop back pressure a little bit. Number 3, Alan Osta, is back in a middle linebacker position, almost like the quarterback of the defense.
I would love to see Chaz Darby has not gone off to a great start. There's not a lot of guy running room. I would love to see a screen pass to get him out in space.
Let's see if they can get the running game going in the second half. It took a first half for the running game to get going 2 weeks ago against a comeback win against West Haven. And just as we speak of it, hand off to Chaz Darby for a gain of 4. not much going on that play. Still need 16 yards to extend this drive.
I mean, I guess on first down, on any second and 10, any normal set of downs, you take that any day. 4 yards per play is great. It's just when you're behind the sticks, you kind of need something more. I think we need a shot play, as you will here. Try to get the juices flowing.
Maybe a play action, look downfield to either McGeehan or Clark. Let's see what the records have for this 2nd and 16. Weil set to take the snap. One receiver on each side with Darby in the backfield. Sets a man in motion towards the left side. He'll hand it off to Darby, who's absolutely stuffed by the Wilton defensive line. And we got another extracurricular activity going on, but no flag on that one. Looks like the Wilton defenseman throw Wrecker mouthguard, but we continue. 3rd and long for the Wrecker offense. You got to think this is a huge drive, down 21 to start the half.
I mean, they need this. They need this, and they need this badly. I'm going to be brutal. I'm going to be honest. And I think you go to Charlie Clark. He's the only wide receiver that's been getting open. Any wide receiver that Nick Weil has really been able to connect with.
I know we've probably been saying this since second quarter, but you got to be thinking 4th down. Maybe if you make it a little more manageable, you can go for a 4th down 3 scores at home. Nick Weil rolls out to his left, has to throw crossbody. He chucks one up, low wobbly, but wide. Almost wide open. Incomplete to Charlie Clark.
Flag.
Excuse me, Jake McGinn, but there is a flag. That's going to be a PI. It's going to extend the drive. Another brutal flag for the Warriors.
I think that's just a great job by Nick Weil, just giving his wide receiver a chance, and that's a little bit, sometimes QBs would do that on purpose, throw the deep ball a little short, so the defense runs into the wide receiver and it's PI, and I think that's just a great play from Nick Weil, just giving his wide receivers a chance. That's all they need to do because they got some studs.
McGeehan had a step on the defender, but PI, a little underthrown. I didn't really like the play call because Nick Weil was throwing to his bad side, rolling out, and he had to throw a crossbody. Ball was a little wobbly, a duck as they call them, and a little underthrown. But that probably helped McGeehan's chances of drawing the PI.
Definitely a little bit of a duck there, but, it was good. They extend the – oh, no, it's 3rd down.
Not exactly sure. Maybe it's 15-yard penalty.
Yeah.
We're playing college football rules. It's going to be a 3rd and short. I think you go for it even if you don't get it here.
Easily.
Oh, miscommunication. Exactly what the Wreckers didn't need. It was going to be easy 1st down if they passed it off to Chaz. And miscommunication. I think Chaz ran to the wrong side. Maybe Weil expected him to go on one side.
I mean, we were just talking about easily, obviously go for it on 4th, but now, I mean, no one expects that. I think they're setting out the punt unit. That is
brutal.
That is brutal. I mean, just a miscommunication. Actually, they're keeping the offense on. Wow.
That was going to be an easy 1st down. You had 2 downs with a power back in Chaz Darby. But now you have 4th and 6.
Wow.
Now Wilton sending their punt returner off the field or back up to play corner. Timeout. See which side this is on. That's going to be on the Wilton defense. Yeah, they were late to get set in formation. They had their punt formation running up to play corner, but timeout Wilton. They're going to burn one early with 8:35 to go in the second half. 21-0 Wilton Warriors. Ethan, this was not the result we were expecting.
I mean, we were expecting Staples to fire out the gates. We were expecting them to complete pass after pass, Chaz to get going, and it's not really been there. And I think they could have gone something, but the miscommunication really backfired. Loss of like 6 yards, 6 or 7-ish yards, and I mean, I don't know what you do from here. You got 4th and long. Nothing's really been working. I think you just got to roll Nick out of the pocket and maybe hope someone breaks 3.
When you think Staples, when you think Wrecker football, you're thinking good coaching. Last year we had Adam Behrens, who is now an offensive football analyst at New Mexico, Division I. And this year we have a first-year head coach, Matty Jackalif. However, the Wreckers just look undisciplined today. A lot of penalties, unnecessary penalties, just plaguing their drives. And as I mentioned early in the game, you have to establish the run early with Chaz Darby, and Chaz Darby has had a slow start. Maybe it's him, maybe it's the offensive line. But now Weil looks with a 4th down, almost have to get this one. No runners in the backfield. Quick pass, slant, broken up by Wilton. Wilton's going to take over in the Wrecker territory.
Oh, no. Oh, no. I mean, it was a good play call. I think it was open. You went to the well with Charlie Clark, and man, it just didn't work. And I think the team is really, really missing. I think some of this lack of offensive production is really from Hulky just not being there. He's out with an illness. He actually led the wide receivers, the Staples, with most yards, most receptions, and most touchdowns caught on the team. And just not having that. That's just like not having Joe Burrow, not having Jamar Chase for the Bengals. It's just not easy.
So that's a big loss, but you also have to give credit to the Wrecker secondary, or the Wilton secondary. They do something that the Wreckers have not done this season, is break up balls. We've seen almost 4 or 5 of those today. Now Calabrese, number 2, the quarterback for Wilton, takes over. Going to have the run option. He has an open hole. That's going to be a nice 9-yard gain.
And I mean, something we haven't said for Staples yet is a nice run, right? And that's just a nice run. That's a 9-yard run. And it's just like you see, like, oh, Wilton doesn't get the big shots. They don't get the big plays. But I mean, they just 9-yard run, 8-yard run, 7-yard run. I mean, it's just they just move the ball methodically down the field.
Well, the run also sets up the pass. If you have Chaz going, secondary is going to be more wary for a run play. However, that's not been the case, and Weil has almost had to force some throws today. However, Wreckers get somewhat of a break. Looks like Wilton is going backwards with a holding call on that first down play.
I was a little bit lucky from the Wreckers. They need to stop here.
Flags have been a problem for both of these teams in this game. Looks like it has plagued the Wreckers more and in more crucial scenarios, especially in that punt, roughing the punter. Now we have Calabrese with Preston Gray in the backfield. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Calabrese pitches it off to Gray. Gray is wide open, not even touched. 2-man miss, 3-man miss. Wide open field, 10-5. Touchdown, 27-0. Homecoming.
Oh, my goodness. Wow. I mean, I thought that was going to be a stop for maybe a 3-yard gain. Calabrese just pitched it off. He got tackled, and Preston Gray just did the rest. He cut one way. He cut one another way. He bounced it outside, and he found some open grass, and the Wreckers could not touch him.
Fans, I think it's time to start clearing the sidelines, the bleachers. Yeah. Start going home.
I mean, they're still packed.
28-0.
We thought Staples, maybe they get a little energy in that. I don't know. I'm gonna predetermine it. It's gonna be that might be game.
Our friend of the program said, expect a touchdown, expect a score, expect a good response from the Wrecker offense, and I didn't see it.
I mean,
no running game and a forced pass game from Nick Weil.
I mean, I think that's the theme of the game right now. It's just you expect one thing out of Staples and you get the other, right? I mean, it's just not looking good for them. They're now down 28-0 with 7 minutes left in the third, and I don't really know where they go from here. The defense can't get a stop. Offense can't move the ball. Special teams, we haven't really seen much of them.
21-0 is one thing. 28-0, I don't think I've ever seen that comeback done before in any level of football.
I mean, Tom Brady came back from 28-3, one of the greats.
28-3.
But it was not 28-0, right? Maybe this, he didn't have the home crowd of under the lights Friday night. Maybe Nick Weil pulls in his inner Tom Brady. But I don't know. From what we've seen today, I don't think it's going to happen.
And what makes me even more concerned for the Wrecker side is just the way the players look. We got heads down, not a lot of talking. Just looks slow tonight. And even the sideline, this packed sideline, quiet, just zero momentum. And as I'm speaking, Chaz muffs the ball. Nothing can go for the Wreckers. Connor Petrosino has to fall on it. And that's going to set up for another bad field position. They're starting at their own 15-yard line.
I mean, you look at the bench. You're talking about Staples. The Staples players, their heads were down. They're looking distraught. And then you look at the other sideline, and Will is just swaying. They're having a great time. They're enjoying themselves.
For the Wreckers, you can't even point at one thing to be proud of to attack. It's just everything's going wrong for the Wreckers.
I mean, normally they were all reliable. Mickey Ross, Mickey Boom.
That was stopped.
It was stopped. Chaz Darby, 88 yards per game. He is stopped.
I think he may have 10 yards.
I don't know. He might even have under. It's just, I don't know. It's just not looking good. And then now they got bad starting field position. They need
senior quarterback Nick Weil, D3 commit to Trinity, interception. Nothing is going well for the Wreckers. Nick Weil looks downfield, not even a runner in the backfield. Has a lot of time with no one open. Has to run himself, spin move, keep going. It's going to be a 5-yard gain with 7:25 to go in the third quarter.
And I think what's really been well for the Wilton Warriors defense is the linebackers. I think Asta and Nicholas Mercado just having a day. I mean, Nicholas Mercado, open field tackle against Nick Weil. We've seen that's hard to do, and he just brings him down on the ground. And Alan Asta, we've seen him time and time again just living in the Staples backfield.
This is going to be a second play in a row that the Wreckers don't trot Chaz Darby, go-to running back, on the field. They're just going to look to pass. They look to pass, and then they have the design run where Nick Weil gets a first down. Something going for the Wreckers offense.
I mean, it's something. I think honestly that's been the only constant right now for the Staples Wreckers is the Nick Weil run, QB run, and that obviously that's not going to be a constant. You can't do that 5 straight plays.
Now Charles Darby is coming back on the field for this Wrecker first down. And we have another flag against Wilton. Wilton, I bet we're matched in the amount of flags for each team, but for Staples, it's just coming in crucial scenarios when you can't happen. It's been extending drives for Wilton, ending drives for Staples.
I mean, I'm going to be honest. I don't even think Wilton's playing that special of a game. I think because they've had so many penalties on defense, I don't know, besides that one huge play by Preston Gray we just saw, I mean, Staples, I think it's just Staples shoot themselves in the foot time and time again.
Got a little stoppage here by the referees. It's going to be first down for the Wreckers at their own 46-yard line, approaching midfield.
I mean, honestly, right now, you're just looking for something to get the fans to cheer about, something to look forward going into next week.
I bet Coach Matty's not thinking that way. He thinks he has a quarter and a half to make this comeback, make this Tom Brady Falcons comeback. Nick Weil, nothing again. Has to force it.
Oh.
Connor Petrosino drop. That is exactly what the Wreckers did not need.
I mean, that just wraps up what's been happening. I mean, it looks like they get a breakthrough. They're going to move the chains, and Connor Petrosino, it's right there in your hands. Just cradle it like an egg. And
Connor Petrosino, game to forget for him. 5 targets, 0 receptions. A few drops, a few forced throws to him.
Nah, I don't know. It's just, I don't know where their offense is going to come from. I think without Hockey, they just don't have a lot. Without Hockey, you limit Chaz Darby, and now they just don't have a lot.
To your point, Ethan, without Hockey, they have to put 2 underclassmen receivers in right now, CJ Healy and Connor Petrosino. Weil looks downfield, pressure gets to him. Wide open McGeehan for a first down.
There it is. I mean, they're moving the sticks now. Let's hope they can put up some points here. I mean, they need to. And I think they're in pass only right here, right now. I'm not going to lie. I don't know.
It's hurry up from here on out, down 4 scores with 6 minutes to go in the third quarter.
We still haven't seen a screen pass to Chaz Darby. We've seen how he could break tackles, right? How he could just straight off defenders. I just think they got to give us a space, maybe a swing pass to him.
3 receivers to the left. Weil looks downfield. And there it is. Checks down to Darby, but that's completely blown up.
I don't know. And I said it. I said check down. I said get Darby in space. And I don't know. Nothing's working. They just got him bottled up right now.
Bring up a 2nd and 10. And I think it all comes back to establishing the run game early. Wilton was able to do it. I mean, they're a run-first team, but Staples, you have a great power back in Chaz Darby, and you weren't able to get it going in the game 2 weeks ago against West Haven. You got away with one, and today you're not getting away with one. Having a good running game would open up the pass. That has not been the case today. Weil looks downfield on 2nd and long. And he gets squashed by 2 Wilton defenders, but that's a gain of 5. Going to bring up a 3rd and 5.
Great way to get positive yards on that play, escape the pressure that Wilton Warriors were bringing.
Now Darby checks off.
Yep.
At least we got the band going. Someone's enthusiastic.
I mean, I think that's been the highlight of the day so far for the Wreckers. They sound good. I want to give props to them. The Wreckers do not look good.
3rd and 7 for the Wreckers at the Wilton 35-yard line. 4-down territory, almost anywhere in the field from here on out. Wild looks downfield, no one open, wide open man. That's going to be Petrosino, gets his redemption, makes a few man miss down at the 10-yard line, but I do see a yellow flag, a penalty marker. And if the theme keeps on going from today, nope, it's going to be Wilton. It's going to be on Wilton.
And they're going to decline the penalty, happily decline the penalty, and finally, Petrosino gets one to go through. And maybe this, this is why basketball players do form shots. You guys just see one go through, and maybe Petrosino can start laying them up.
I like that, the form shots. I almost thought that one was another well-protected play by the Wilton secondary, but we had a wide-open Connor Petrosino. Got his redemption on that one. About a 20-yard gain, going to set up the Wreckers in nice field position with 13 to go for the touchdown. First down, they still have one more first down to go.
Need a touchdown. I think it is a necessity with under 4 minutes to play now in the third quarter.
Wild looks downfield. Pressure's able to get to him. That's a PI. He was all over him. I like that call.
CJ Healy on.
CJ Healy.
I mean, man, he could be the star of the future. I mean, you haven't heard his name a lot with Hulky out. He's getting some reps, and I haven't seen Hunter Pillai, and I'm a little surprised by that. I'm gonna be honest. I thought maybe he was gonna have a good game this game, but CJ Healy has really stepped up, and he's honestly played better.
Coach Matty has decided to go to the underclassmen, CJ Healy and Connor Petrosino, as Healy draws a big pass interference call.
Need to punch this one in here.
Going to bring up a 1st and short. Play is blown dead by the referees. They're going to adjust the chains. That leaves us with 3:44 left in the third quarter. Almost a must score for the Wreckers. Down 28 on their own homecoming to the number 14 team in the state. And the Wreckers are number 2. This is a shocker for everyone.
I mean, I don't know. To give the fans the credit, they're still hanging in there. There's still some hope.
The fans have not gone to McDonald's yet.
Good old McDonald's.
Nick Weil runs through the middle. Touchdown, Wreckers.
There it is. There it is.
There's some life. First cheering from the Wreckers sideline in about an hour.
Yeah, I mean, it's good to see. It's good to see as a Staples attendee. I mean, it's on a good run by Wreckers, and like we said, that's what's been working. I mean, only the Nick Weil run taking matters into his own hands and just powering through the defense.
Wasn't the most impressive stuff from the Wrecker offense, but a few penalties from Wilton allowed the Wreckers to extend the drive a few times. And now we have Mickey Ross. Let's see if he can get his redemption from the earlier blocked kick. That's line drive, 28-7. Okay, now we have some life. Wreckers down 21.
I mean, I don't know. They need a takeaway here. I think they take away, they're still in the game. And this will
I like that.
I think they just need a takeaway. They need either a takeaway or short. They need to get the ball back before the third quarter ends.
Ethan, you speak of takeaways. I don't think they're going to get it through the passing game, as the Wilton likes to have those short screen passes, hitch passes, safe passes. But the way they'll get it is through those run pitches, those run options. Maybe they can disrupt one of those.
And fun fact, last time Wilton played Staples, it was in 2023 October, 2 years ago, and Wilton couldn't quite get it done and lost 29-22. I think it's a little bit of a different story here.
3:39 to go in the third quarter. Coach Matty has to think about clock from here on out. He still has all 3 of his timeouts. Wilton has 2 timeouts. 28-7, Wilton Warriors over the Staples Wreckers on their own homecoming.
And now the Staples bench is getting into it. They got some dogs barking, basically. Figure of speech, but they got some.
Well, they are positioned as dogs with their knees down and their hands down, but
they're humans. They're the players that don't really get in are now. They're getting hyped.
They're just rallying. They're rallying. We're rallying the troops.
And I love it. I love to see it. Reminds me a little bit of George Washington back in the day rallying the troops. I love to see it. So hope they can get something going.
Finally, some noise from the Wrecker sideline, Wrecker bleachers. Let's see if this can turn the tide in the Wreckers' favor. Mickey set to make the kickoff. Onside kick.
Oh.
And flag. That's going to be blown dead, and Wilton falls on it. I think that was blown up from the beginning. Maybe an offsides. I love the play call. I love the effort. Similar to what UCLA did against Penn State last weekend. But this one to no avail.
I mean, I love it. I love what Coach Brad is trying to do. But it just didn't work. Everything went wrong with that. But I love the thought. I love the process that the game's not over. Right?
Mickey almost telegraphed that one. I could see him onside kicking way before the kick actually went off.
Yeah, he was putting the brackets in. Mickey boom.
So I'm interested to see this flag as the kick team is still on the field. Maybe Mickey will have one more chance at this.
But then what's the flag? It looks like he's going to kick again. Well,
yeah, it looks like they're backing up and going to kick again. I think the call is going to be offsides. I'm pretty sure offsides, you don't get another chance at it.
I don't know. Wilton coach is not happy, and I wouldn't be either. Wilton coach is fed up with it. He's not having it. A long heated discussion with the ref.
I remember in a Minnesota-Michigan game, towards the end of the game, Minnesota tried to have an onside kick, and they had offsides. And they weren't able to get another redo, but it looks like Mickey is getting another chance at it, but he's going to have to kick this one. No tricking the Wilton Warriors after a failed onside kick attempt. And consider the Wreckers lucky that they get to re-kick this one.
I do. But I think they go deep here. There's no one really on the coverage for Wilton. I think they try to pin him deep.
And now we have the sideline for the Wreckers, probably the guys who don't get in much, doing swimming laps on the ground.
Still barking.
Still trying to rally the troops, down 21. Mickey gonna set the kick. And I don't know, that was a squib kick. That was not an onside squib, but that was a squib kick. I don't know why we did that.
I think just, I don't know, maybe hope they fumble. They did not. And they did a heads-up play with, he didn't want to get tackled, so he just took a knee. And I'm going to be honest, if I played football, that's what I would do every time. I would not want to get tackled.
Good one, Ethan.
Yeah.
Calabrese got on that, and he just slid down like a quarterback that he is. I don't know exactly why he's on kick return. But here we have the Wilton Warriors with Calabrese and Gray in the backfield, set to run their triple option offense against the Wreckers. With 3:33 to go in the third quarter, there's some life for the Wreckers on their homecoming. Calabrese with Preston Gray in the backfield, two receivers on each side, one man in motion. Wreckers show blitz. Calabrese design run up the middle, wide open hole, first down, another man missed, and he's still going.
Oh my gosh. Couldn't tackle him, couldn't bring him down.
It's going to be a 21-yard gain. Missed tackles is not in the requisite for a comeback win.
And Max, just when you thought Wreckers would gain some momentum, Calabrese just rips off a 20-yard run. Now they're all of a sudden at midfield. It's just, I don't know, all that dog barking at the kickoff, I don't think it fazed him. Ice in his veins.
You're right about that, Ethan. Wilton Warriors in control with the ball at midfield. Won't be surprised to see if they just run the clock out with a lot of run option plays. The heart of their defense. Calabrese takes the snap, looks downfield, little screen pass. Breaks that one loose for 10 yards.
I mean, it's just play after play. They're getting chunks after chunk. I mean, they're just taking bites out of this Stables defense. And right now they can do whatever they want. They got 28-7 lead. I mean, they're just in control of the game right now, and it looks like Stables just doesn't have any power right now. They don't got much life.
Looks like there were some Wreckers defenders back in the backfield for that screen pass. However, no men were allowed to put their hands on the receiver, and he was able to break it for 9 yards. Now this is Calabrese with Preston Gray in the backfield, 2nd and 1 with 2:42 left in the third quarter. One man in motion. Calabrese design run up the middle. This one's blown up.
Finally.
Tackle for a loss, or the first one for the Wreckers since the first quarter.
I mean, eventually you have to see it coming. It's a little bit of repetition, and I don't know. They just need some momentum. They need this stop on third down. Big stop.
You got to think with the way the Warriors run the ball, every first down is about a minute of time plus.
And I think I'm going to be honest. I think you end the game. If I'm Wilton head coach right here, I think I do 2 runs, one like QB run, one with Preston Gray has been awesome today. And I think you go for a 4th down if you don't get this, that try to ice the game.
Three receivers to the right, one to the left. Preston Gray and Calabrese in the backfield. He looks to pass, short screen pass to Gray, and he has the first down. That looked too easy. Looked like they were in practice.
It just looks like Wilton's in practice and they're playing as the
scout team.
Yeah, scout team. And it's just, I don't know. They're getting whatever they want. Screen pass, 5 yards, you got it. You want a QB option for 10 yards, you got it. I mean, I don't think the Wreckers can stop them right now, and they can't.
Tick, 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 tick. We're looking at 1:30 left in the third quarter. Wilton with the ball in Wreckers territory at the Wrecker 35-yard line. Calabrese and Preston Gray, that two-man backfield, just absolutely dicing up the Wrecker defense. Calabrese looks downfield, looks deep. Go route to number 7. Makes the grab at the Wreckers 2-yard line.
Wow. What a grab. And we were saying pregame, Calabrese can't throw this, Calabrese can't throw that. And he just does it. And he throws 30 yards. What can't this man do?
I'm going to be honest, that was a record chance to get a takeaway. I'm surprised they're looking that far downfield with the up 21 with the ball, and you have a good run attack, and they're looking for a long pass. I'm surprised they made that throw. That was the Wreckers' opportunity to get a takeaway. However, it worked out in favor for the Wilton Warriors.
We got injury on the Warriors here. Can't really tell a number from here, but let's hope it's not serious.
I think that's going to be the receiver who caught the pass there, number 7.
I mean, what a shot play, by the way. I mean, right when the Wreckers were least expecting it. And the injured player got up just fine. Love to see it.
It's going to bring up a 1st and goal for the Wilton Warriors. You got to think a touchdown here, maybe even a field goal, would drain all life the Wreckers may have at this point.
And by the way, clock's still running. We're going to get under a minute, and the Wreckers can't stop the ball.
Wilton Warriors run up to the line quickly. Calabrese and Gray in the backfield. Bunch look. No men out wide. Calabrese takes a snap, fakes it to Gray, takes it out wide. Oh, stopped in the backfield for a loss.
Wow.
He dragged the Wreckers defender for him for a bit. However, that's going to be a loss of 5.
I mean, they try to get cute with him. They try to get cute with the Wreckers. They were trying to ice the game with maybe they thought everyone was going to commit to the run. And great job by the Wreckers to stay complacent, stay composed. I don't know, and that was one of the best plays I think we've seen from this defense in a bad showing.
I'm not going to lie, I like the play call there. Try to trick the defense from the Wilton offensive coordinator. However, that's the 3rd tackle for loss for the Wreckers in this game.
And
now another rush up to the line where Calabrese takes the pass, fakes the run, misses his target. That's number 10 for Wilton. Absolutely drops that ball. That would have been a touchdown.
I think he got tipped a little bit, got screwed his vision a little. We're heading into the 4th quarter. They need a goal line stand right now, and I just want to point out to all the folks there. Stable's coming off a great win against Darien. Darien's supposed to be the better team. They won 31-6. This is the same defense that has 6 points to a high-profile Darien offense, and all of a sudden they think it's going to be an easy game, and now it's 28-7.
As we switch sides of the field, that was Nicholas Mercado on the attempt. Looks like it was tipped, but the ball was also in his breadbasket, dropped. And Ethan, you're right. A goal line stand would bring all the momentum, all the life to the Wreckers sideline. But that's a tall task against this fiery Wilton run attack.
I mean, 12 minutes left. It's a 21-point game. I don't see much life, but I think there is some. I do think there is some life. And I think it starts with a goal line stand, but I think a score by Wilton here definitely ices the game. And I want props to Staples Super fans and the Staples student section here. We still got some fans here.
Student section still looks good. I'm surprised not everyone has made their way to McDonald's yet. However, we got the Wilton Warriors. I'm curious to see. Maybe you even set up a field goal here because I think a field goal would do it.
Well, not on 3rd down.
3rd down, maybe you think about yardage, get your way up.
Yeah.
Put it on the right side of the hash, but
I think you just go.
I would go with a safe play, a nice run play.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really know what else they would do. That's the type of team. I think they would go Preston Gray. I just want to reiterate that I know I've said this a bunch, but they're without their stud, Dennis Dustin. There's just 120 points per game, yards per game just taken out from their offense, and they have not skipped a beat.
Great replacement by the second string running back, Preston Gray. 3rd and goal in an I formation with 2 men on each side for Calabrese. Staples send blitz. There's going to be a flag. Reversed, end around, wide open touchdown for number 7 of Wilton. This may be coming back, however.
That was a great play call. Staples did not expect it. That is a touchdown. He is in. However, the flag is there on the near side of the football field.
And the refs are pointing towards Wilton way.
False start.
Yeah, false start.
Well, that was a good play. That was a great thought, great idea. But now it just makes it even harder for the Wilton offense. I do think a field goal will end it.
Wilton starting off this goal line stand at the record 3-yard line have moved their way back to the 13-yard line.
Wow. I mean,
this is no chip shot of a field goal from here.
It's not chip shot. I think what Staples really has to do, they got to get stopped here. They got to take some notes of the Wilton special teams and block the field goal kick.
Rutgers sent pressure on the last one. I wouldn't mind it again here. Maybe another tackle for loss would put them out of comfortable field goal range, at least. Calabrese and Preston Gray in the backfield. 3 receivers to the left for Calabrese, 1 to the right. 3rd and 13, timeout, Wilton. That's going to be their second of the half.
I mean, if it does happen to get close, that is something to look for. That they only got 1 timeout left. But it's looking like it's going to be a field goal try for Wilton here. And let's just see. I don't know if they have their own Mickey Boom, their own Mickey Ross.
The lack of timeouts may not come to hurt them later in this game, if they seal it here. I think a score would do it, folks, for Staples' homecoming. 3rd and 13. They need 13, though. Let's see what the Wilton Warriors have, and let's see if the Rutgers send pressure for the second play in a row.
I think what Wilton does is their good old swing pass. Their swing pass to Preston Gray, and he just, we saw on the 50-yard catch, and we'll see it here again. I think they do that, they'll at least get positive yards, make it easier for a field goal.
Now, Trevor Galligan, lacrosse commit to Colgate, center, set
cool.
To make the snap
It's
to Calabrese.
Lot of lacrosse.
A lot of lacrosse talent out here tonight.
A bunch.
Calabrese with 3 men to his right, 1 to his left. Preston Gray in the backfield. 3rd down. Looks downfield, straight to the pass. Points his finger. He's going to run it himself. But he forces one. Is that an interception? That would be huge. They're calling it incomplete. That was Nate Murillo in coverage, still fighting for the ball. I wouldn't mind an interception call there. However, they're going to rule it incomplete. That's still a big stop for the Rutgers.
That was a great defensive play right there. And I think if that's an interception, that's huge. That's massive.
It's going to bring up a 4th and long. We don't see the field goal team out on the field yet. This would be a decent size field goal attempt for a high school kicker.
I mean, Max, I'm going to be honest. The way Calabrese is playing tonight, I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't be surprised if he ends up kicking it. He's been throwing it. He's been running it. I wouldn't be surprised if he ends up kicking it.
So we do see the kick team come on the field. This is going to be about a 27-yarder and another timeout from Wilton. They have no more for the rest of the half, but I don't mind the thought process. You got to score here. That pretty much does it.
Yeah, I mean they're just putting. I think they're putting a lot of their eggs into this basket and this field goal, and if they don't get it, then you might see a lot of momentum. As I think we can predict some students might head out to McDonald's if this field goal goes in, as McDonald's is one of the hotter places after a football game.
Let's hope Wilton has a Mickey Ross of their own for this field goal attempt. It's going to be about a 27-yarder.
By the way, not surprised, Charlie Calabrese is out there to hold the kick. Not take it, but he is out there to hold it.
Mm-hmm.
As we have Mason Bahar. Let's see what type of leg he has.
See if Staple is able to get to the kicker. Going to be a 30-yarder, actually. No chip shot whatsoever. Mason Bahar. Kick is up. Low. To the left. Shake. No good.
Wow.
Life. L-I-F-E. Life for the Staples Rutgers. Huge goal line stand. Wilton Warriors needed 3 yards. Rutgers are going to get the ball back. down 21 with 12 minutes to play.
And, I mean, this could be the turning point of the century right here. I mean, Wilton wasted a timeout on that, may have iced their own kicker. And now they have no timeouts left. I think they get a quick touch. Staples get a quick touchdown here. And all of a sudden, Wilton's going to be reeling.
You got to be looking for some trickery, some long plays downfield if you're the Wreckers. Down 3 scores with 12 minutes to play. Now we have Wild Chaz Darby in the backfield, 2 men on each side taking over at their own 20-yard line. 1 man in motion. Wild looks downfield. Wide open. CJ Healy, underclassman, first down.
That is a great play there. Great route, way to set it up. And now they're going no hurry. And now they got 11 minutes. They got some time. And they're in the hurry. They're trying to get some momentum.
Shout out to the sophomore, CJ Healy, for stepping up with the absence of Justin Halke. A huge pass interference called against his defender and a huge reception there. Nick Weil rolls out, looks to the right, forces it, another force.
Interception.
And just when the Wreckers started to get something going, another Nick Weil interception. That's the 6th on the season. And again, it's just nothing there. It's forced. It's maybe you swallow your pill.
Yeah, maybe
you throw it out of bounds.
Throw it out of bounds. We'll try to get some rushing yards out of that. I mean, I don't know. And props to Nicholas Mercado though. What a game. Him and Alan Ostra have really been the MVPs of this game so far. I mean, they have just held Nick Weil, just contained him and bottled him up.
28-7. It's been a season so far for the Wreckers to remember, but this is a game to forget for the Wreckers. Down 28-7. Calabrese takes a design run up the middle, stopped by the Wrecker defense.
And I don't know, since that long pass play to the 3-yard line, since the 4th quarter started, Wrecker defense played well. But I mean, means nothing if your offense can't do anything. And Wrecker defense also already gave up 28 points.
Now they're just going to sit on it with their dominant run attack in Calabrese and Preston Gray. We saw Dustin, their starting running back, in the first series of the game and haven't seen him since, and there hasn't been a problem.
I haven't skipped a beat at all.
Calabrese in an I formation takes a design run, pitches it out to Preston Gray for a nice 8-yard gain. The problem is they have these run options, some Navy, Army looking runs, and there's no defenders breaking it up. They're untouched for 5 yards, and then you make a pitch, that's another 3 yards.
But my question is, how is the defense not caught on? Like, it might be a QB run on the outside, but always got to count for the running back trailing, because they're going to pitch it, and it's a new set of downs, new set of chains, and I don't know. I think that could be the ice. That could be the game.
First down for the Wilton Warriors at the Wreckers' 33-yard line. 9:40 to go in the game, 28-7. Calabrese hands it off to Preston Gray, who gets 3 yards.
I mean, that was a well hard-fought 3 yards right there. Made a little good jump cut.
So, Ethan, as you pointed out, the Wreckers have had no response to this triple option offense from the Wilton Warriors, and you have to put into question the preparation done by the Wreckers defense. Yeah, no response.
I mean, coming in, you knew they weren't going to pass it. I mean, Calabrese had 7 completed passes to the whole game against the win against Ludlow last week, and a wide receiver doesn't have a touchdown on the season, and yet they still can't stop the run.
Those triple option plays where you have an option to pitch out, you have to have 1 man at the QB, 1 man for the running back, and the Wreckers have 0 man for that play. And as I speak, the Wreckers do get a tackle for loss. They're 4th of the game.
You know that's Parker Toohey making a statement. That is one of his.
Still fighting hard. And the speed option kind of style offense kind of it reminds me of the tush push. Like, you know what's coming, you know what's gonna happen. The knuckleball, you know what's gonna happen. You just can't really stop it. Mm-hmm.
I think there was a timeout, official timeout maybe. I mean, band's still playing well. Props to them.
I think that's going to be a timeout from Coach Matty. Now he's going to have to start burning his because Wilton is just sitting on it. And one more first down here. I know we've said it so far. Game may be over. I think one more first down would truly put the nail in the coffin.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. This is looking grim. You know, there's Spirit all week. I was looking for this all week. Homecoming. A lot of people in attendance. Crazy stands. And
great attendance.
Great attendance. And
the records just came out flat.
It came out flat. They came out slow, and you can't do that against good teams like the Wilton Warriors.
Brings up the question if this was a look-ahead kind of trap game scenario for the Wreckers after coming off a big win. Calabrese looks downfield. A surprising pass play. And he completes it. First down.
That is Theo Strazemenis. I still can't pronounce the name.
And I think at this point, it's safe to say that this lead is insurmountable. That's a first down. And the Wilton Warriors are just going to tick the clock away.
Yeah.
8:23 to go in the game. I
mean, what? Nothing's gone wrong so far, right now, right? I mean, besides that, you take away that missed field goal, and Wilton's just getting what they want. They got chunk play. You need chunk play. They got chunk play. You need an 8-yard gain. They got an 8-yard gain. I mean, they got everything. 1st and 10 for the Warriors. 2 men on each side. I was surprised they threw it there on that play. Could just ran it. But now a design run to Calabrese up the middle, not even touched. First down and more. 15-yard gain down to the Wreckers 4-yard line. That's going to set up a 1st and goal. And not looking good. I don't know. It's not been looking good since the first quarter. And I mean, this is a similar spot to where they were last drive on the 4-yard line.
Similar spot, yep.
I don't know.
Almost the exact same spot, and they came up with a stop.
I mean, they just need a Revolutionary War type miracle right here. They need a big comeback.
As I was saying earlier, maybe you think Wreckers underprepared. Maybe they got a little complacent after a big win and moving up to number 2 in the state. Calabrese pitch run option, not even touched. McGeehan, he had the opportunity to go to the running back or the QB, and he didn't go to either. Touchdown Wilton Warriors. That's going to bring up 34-7 Wilton on homecoming.
And the beatdown continues. I mean, and I think we should give props to Will. And you know what? Why change it if it's broke? Or
if it's broke, don't fix it.
If it's broke, don't fix it. That's what I was looking for. I froze a little bit there. If it's broke, don't fix it. And the speed option is not broke right now for Wilton.
PAT is up. And a second miss in a row for the Wilton kicker.
They need their own Mickey Boom. I don't know. They need that's the only negative, and I see some students starting to file out.
That was Mason Behar. He's missed 2 kicks in a row at this point.
It's not looking good. It's and I just think we give props to Wilton. You know, they didn't really have a good test until this point. They go on the road at Staples under the lights and it's Staples homecoming, and they just put the beat down.
I think it comes down to their preparation. They knew what they were going to do. They were going to run that Navy Army style triple option attack, and Staples just had no response to it.
Yeah, and the student section is filing out. I think they're ready to throw in the white flag. I think we're ready to head on to Saturday and watch some college football.
Maybe throw in some guys you usually don't see, some underclassmen. It's 34-7 with 7 minutes to go.
You know who I wouldn't mind seeing? I wouldn't mind seeing Grant Bozeman, the backup
quarterback
QB.
I don't mind that at all.
We go way back, and I think he has a promise to him. Sophomore QB, he will be the leader of this offense next year.
Wyatt will be gone next year, and I wouldn't mind getting Grant Bozeman, his arm fired up. Wyatt has 6 interceptions on the season, 2 tonight, 3 against West Haven 2 weeks ago.
I mean, he has a great season. That's the only downfall. Is interception. He has more interceptions than games, and that's just, you can't have that if you want to be a good QB.
And I think I said this for the first drive for the Wreckers. You have to establish the run early, as Connor Petrosino fields it, brings it to the 30-yard line. You have to establish the run early. They were able to get away with not establishing the run early against West Haven. They came back 35-34 victory 2 weeks ago, but this week they couldn't. They had no Justin Halke, no run game, and then that led to some forced throws by Nick Weil.
I mean, I don't know. It's just not looking good. There's a team all over now. I'm curious to see who comes out as QB. It is Nick Weil. It is still Nick Weil. I think they're playing for pride at this point, trying to get something going. We have 7 minutes left.
That would be a bold move to put on Grant Bozeman.
You never know.
Well, we do see C.J. Healy and Connor Petrosino out as wideouts, both underclassmen. Nick Weil with Chaz Darby in the backfield. Chaz Darby motions out to the right, looks downfield, tipped, and the mishaps for the Wreckers offense continues. Another tip incompletion. That's got to be like 4th or 5th on the day.
It's just, I don't know. And by the way, going back to that Calabrese running touchdown, I think that's his 12th rushing touchdown on the season in only 5 games. That is pretty impressive. He is one heck of a player.
Nick Weil with 3 receivers to the right. Chaz Darby in the backfield. McGeehan in motion. Now 2 receivers on each side. Weil looks downfield. Scrambles out of the pocket. Passes it. Another drop. And that's C.J. Healy. The youngsters filling in for Justin Halke at receiver. Had a few crucial drops today. And the mishaps, the penalty flags, the blown assignments from the offensive line, and the drops continue for the Wreckers.
I mean, I think it's more about how the Wreckers rebound from this, right? This is obviously a win, a game they thought they were gonna win by multiple double digits, and I think they got a bye with next week, and they just got a recovery, and I think it's a well needed bye. And
let's be honest, they probably underprepared after a big win against Darien. They were number 2 in the state. They saw number 14 Wilton coming in. They were like, we're fine. We're going to the bye week. This should be an easy win. We scheduled these guys for homecoming. This should be an easy win. And they got stunned. They got shut down. 34-7 is their score at this point.
Yeah, and now it's another 4th down. Punt teams coming on the field. Something we haven't seen. We should have seen more of what just happened is a Nick Weil throwaway. I think we should have seen that a little bit more.
Plenty of batted balls by the Wilton defense. 2 interceptions by Weil. Both of them pretty ugly. But yeah, as EK said, alluded to, we should have seen a few more thrown away passes to the sideline from Nick Weil. A little more safety from him. Now, Mickey Ross, the hero of the game 2 weeks ago, set the punt. Low snap by Asher Rengro. But he gets it off. That's going to be a poor punt out of bounds.
I mean, nothing can go right. I think...
Not even special teams.
I mean, I think if they jumped out of a boat and tried to land in water, they might land on land. I mean, nothing can go right now. I mean,
I've never heard that one, EK.
It's just you got water surrounding you. They might not be able to find the water. It's literally like my golf swing right now. Just not good. As a 32 handicapper, it's not looking good. You're just out there to play fun right now. Just out there for fun. Out there for the love of the game.
I'd like to see some new faces on the defense. However, we still got what seems like to be the starting lineup with McGeehan and company out there.
And I hope just for his sake, Dennis Dustin is okay. I haven't seen him since the first series, and I hope he's doing well. And hit the 1-2 punch with him and Preston Gray is pretty unbeatable.
Now that's a handoff to number 3,
Alan Ostra,
who's usually a defensive standout. He gets 10 yards on that.
I mean, they're just 10 yards to anybody. They're just like, anyone wants the ball, they can get it.
Who else wants to eat?
Yeah. I mean, might as well put me in there for Wilton. I can get 10 yards.
These running backs for Wilton, while they are dominant, powerful backs, they're just untouched for yards. And then that sets up a recipe for disaster for the Wreckers defense.
I mean, I think this is a little bit like the Shanahan office where, like, anyone can succeed. We see Mac Jones go out there for the 49ers. They just play great in place of Brock Purdy, and I think this is kind of a similar thing where it's just a great system, great O-line. And
Calabrese with another triple option play. Pitches it out to Gray. Gets a first down.
And they're in Staples territory. And what's new? Right? They're just driving down the field again. And nothing's new. And Will, you got to be happy.
5:30 to go in this homecoming game for the Wreckers. 34-7.
I'm going to be honest. I think if you ask some of the Wilton players, not even them would say it would be this bad. I think they would be like, oh, we'd win 30-20, 30-23, not 34-7. Just, wow. Speechless.
Calabrese with 2 backs in the backfield. A look we haven't seen much today. 1 receiver on each side. Hands it off. That's going to be Preston Gray, who's had a great game, but that's a tackle for loss. Going to bring up a second and long. And Ethan, you mentioned this reminds you of a Kyle Shanahan offense for the Niners. This really reminds me of a Navy offense. Everyone can eat. Running backs. Yeah, I love my Navy midshipmen. A little triple option, a little pitch here and there. Blake Horvath has been having a good season, 5-0. Looks like the Wilton Warriors are going to be 5-0 as well.
I mean, I really don't know what the Stars are doing in right now. I'm going to be honest. I think they already see now Dennis Dustin went down. I think they should, put in a few guys that haven't been able to play.
Well, we're seeing Alan Osta, a defensive standout now as a running back, and design run to Calabrese, who turns around, flips the field, and not even touched for 30 yards in Wrecker's territory, and they finally bring him down at their own 5-yard line. The story of today continues with Calabrese and the Wilton Warriors being unstopped by the Wreckers defense.
Wow. I mean, it looked like there was nothing there. He just turned his hips, flipped around, and there was just nothing but green grass that they could stop them. Want to shout out the cheer team. They were cheering.
It's not even missed tackles. It's just he's untouched for yards.
Just no one's there. I don't think he got touched till he got down to like the 5-yard line. And Wilton spraying the water. They're gonna have a good time tonight. I promise you that. They're gonna enjoy themselves.
This is ugly. I cannot tell you the last time the Wreckers have lost to Wilton. Now it looks like Wilton's in victory formation with 3 minutes to go, up 34-7. And I can't tell you the last time the Wilton Warriors have beat the Wreckers. I can't even tell you the last time the Wreckers have been blown out at home like this on homecoming.
I mean, you just don't see this, right? And I hope the players don't look too much into this. I hope they, memory of the Goldfish, just move on, right? I hope they move on to the next game, to the bye, to the next game. But I don't know. It's just.
Let's see if they can get something going at the end of this game going into the bye week.
I've just never seen this. I've never seen this. Staples used to winning. Almost all of their sports are
well coached.
The fall sports, all of them are good. And I still think Staples Wreckers are good. I think they lost Hulky and they just don't know how to play football now.
Uncharacteristic behavior from the Staples Wreckers. Just undisciplined today. Dropped balls, penalty flags, forced throws. Everything that you think could go wrong went wrong for the Wreckers today.
And I bet they punched it in.
Calabrese runs out wide, not even touched, and that's a free touchdown.
Oh.
Continues. Touchdown, Wilton Warriors. That's going to put it 40-7. Absolute beating. And water's getting sprayed. This looks like a little mosh pit on the Wilton sideline. 40-7, Wilton. I was not expecting this, Ethan.
I mean, there is a flag on the play. There is some hope for the Staples Wreckers. Let's hold the boats here. Let's hold the horses. There is a flag on the play. Let's hold the water. It's not a touchdown yet, but I think this is just a matter of when. It's not a matter of how.
Good job.
Thank you. You too.
And the Wilton offensive coordinator has just left. I mean, they know it's over.
I think it's victory formation from here on out. With 3:10 to go, Staples look dead in water.
I think the best thing and maybe the only good thing for the Wreckers right now, Wreckers football tonight, was the band. The band sounded great.
The band
sounded great. And on the field, there's not much done well.
I didn't mind the extra opportunities for underclassmen like Connor Petrosino and C.J. Huey in the absence of Justin Halke. However, they did show their youth in some mistakes, and that is good from the kicker.
Even the kicker.
Maher finally gets his redemption.
Even Maher's now making kicks. I mean, I think they say it's not over till the fat lady sings, right? And I think the fat lady.
Sorry, that's Behar.
I think the fat lady singing. I think it's
Now can we see some backups, some bench
now we
fill
see
the field.
Grant Bozeman, right? And obviously Grant Bozeman's not going to be able to put 40 points up on the board in 3 minutes. But
3:10 to go.
But you're just looking to the future, and I think, and they got promise. They got promise every year. They got some great QBs. They got some great wide receivers. They got some great talent. This is astonishing though. 41-7. This is like if the Lions played the 2016 Browns right now. Like it's just.
And you especially don't expect to see this when it's the 14 ranked team in the state against the number 2 ranked team in the state.
Not just against, at the number 2 registered
on homecoming.
Team. On homecoming. There's the great crowd. And not to mention, I think I've mentioned this maybe 5 times. Wilton is not without maybe arguably their best player, their best running back in Dennis Dustin.
So Staples are going to drop one today. There goes their undefeated season, 4-0, down to 4-1. And looking ahead, you mentioned EK, they will have the bye week. And after that will be at Ward, home to St. Joseph's, which should be a tester. And then they go another home game, Friday Night Lights, on November 7th to New Canaan. And that's the number 1 team in the state, the team they're supposedly behind in the rankings. And if the Wreckers want any chance in that game, they're going to need to turn the ships around.
I mean, I don't know. I'm looking forward to that. I think this team is maybe not the second best team in the state, obviously with the way they played, but I think they're third. I think they're fourth. I don't think they're definitely not this team.
I don't think they're third and fourth. EK, I'm going to be honest, because that Darien team, that Darien win was valued extremely overpriced. Darien was ranked 5th or 6th, but however, Darien was 4-0 from poor competition. I think the rankers at Max Preps overvalue that Darien win, and I honestly don't think the Wreckers have shown a number 2 team in the country, and they display that here tonight.
I think talking about the other team here, Wilton. I think Wilton's top 5. They're just dominant on all sides of the ball tonight.
And Wreckers still can't get anything going with 3 minutes left to play in the game.
And I'm surprised Nick Wild is still in the game.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see where Max Preps will have Wilton falling this week with a top 2 win, and they're ranked 14th. They're definitely going to crack the top 10. Let's see if EK's prediction of top 5 holds true.
Well, I don't think they're going to be top 5 after this game, but
they're a top 5 team, you think?
Yeah,
so?
I think they're a top 5 team, and I think the game against New Canaan, if they can get a statement win, that will be special.
They look like classical Navy offense. Absolute dominant.
Navy.
EK, I'm going to play it straight. They looked exactly like them with the triple option.
I'm going to be honest with you, Max. I've not watched a lot of Navy football.
Oh, you have to. That's where it's at.
That's where it's at?
5-0.
Wow.
College football playoff contender.
I might have to. My Syracuse Orange are, after our star quarterback got injured, it's just not looking too good for the team. We're a little struggling at this point.
3rd and 2 for Wow on the offense. Hands it off to we are seeing a different running back here. That's number 1.
Pajo Garcia.
Senior. Hasn't been able to get much playing time this year with the emergence of Chaz Darby, but nice to see him get a first down gain there.
And I was looking at the carries, and Nick Wow has the second most carries out of the team with like 14, and Chaz has 63, and no one else has above 10, and so it's just really a one running back team. And when Chaz can't get it going, no one can get it going.
Well, Wilton showed that they're not a one running back team with Preston Gray stepping up in Dustin's absence.
And now we got going to be soon a minute left. 41-7.
Looks like Wreckers are just going to run it out from here.
Yeah, as they should. The band's still playing though.
Wouldn't mind to get some bench players in. Grant Bozeman maybe put together a drive, but the Wreckers won't do that. They'll keep Weil out. Keep their starters happy with less than 1 minute to go. 41-7 at Wreckers Homecoming 2025. One to forget.
Definitely one for forget. Actually, you know what the good mental. You know what's good. I think.
Oh, the goldfish. Are we gonna bring up the goldfish again?
No. I brought up the goldfish enough. I think you learn off of this. You build off it. Use it as a building block, right?
Oh.
I think you don't forget it. I think you use it. You look at your faults, because I think if there's one weakness to this Staples team over the years, it's been the blitz. It's been constantly bringing pressure. We see it against Greenwich last year, and we see it against Wilton this year. And I think you just have to learn from this. And if you play against the Blister, you play against anyone.
It's a 2-yard gain from Pato, bring up
And
second and 8.
That's the final game.
And that's game.
That's game. And I think we should clap it up for the Wilton.
41-7, Wilton Warriors over the Staples Wreckers at homecoming. And Ethan, you're right. I think this is one could either go two ways. It could be a building block and a change for the Wreckers season, or it could change for the worse. I guess we'll have to see. Tune back in.
You either build off of it or you just forget it like a goldfish, as they say.
Tune back in next week. WWPT 90.3 FM. I'm Max Benke.
It's been a fun one. I'm EK, keeping it local. I'll see you guys next time.
See ya.